What we found out at that point was I had already lost 40% of my sight. And you think it only affects people that are, 75 or older, retired, grandparents, and that's not the reality of it.
I didn't think at all glaucoma was going to affect me because I didn't know of anyone that had glaucoma, no one in my family. When you have glaucoma, you can't get back that sight that you lost. And so early detection and treatment is vitally, vitally important.
Don't miss life's most beautiful moments. Schedule an eye exam today.
National Glaucoma Research, a bright, focused foundation program, offers free resources and tips for healthy vision.
Learn how to protect your sight at stopglaucoma.org.
You're listening to the new 1017 The Truth, founded in partnership with American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. 1017 FM, 1510 AM, WGKB Waukesha, and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station. The place for the realest conversations.
I appreciate United Garden Homes for stopping through with a check for $2,000.
Yes.
Some people came through anonymously.
Yes.
Dropped off money. The family has received those funds. And whatever you can do, if everybody do a little, nobody has to do a lot.
The movement continues.
What are some of the conditions in the jail that got people upset, like the living conditions on a day-to-day basis?
We'll come out our cell at 11 o'clock in the morning. We'll get food and we'll get medication. So that shortens the time. Out of those 2 hours, we'll probably get an hour out, and then we'll have to lock back down. And by lock back down, I mean we stay in our cell. We get fed in our cells. We don't come out our cell at all, and that's pretty much the biggest problem. And they simply say that they're short-staffed, but that's not enough because they knew that they were going to be short-staffed. Like, this has been a problem for over 2 years now.
The marathon continues.
There's never been a better time to make change in the city of Milwaukee, starting with the youth. And we talked about the housing. Willie Hines, y'all boy Willie Hines, and they trying to change the leadership over there. We got our hands full, and it's not the time. But we got attorney B. Ivy Lamar on the lines right now, calling from the courthouse. How you doing, attorney B. Ivy Lamar?
Hey, what's going on, Tory? I'm good, man. Happy to be here.
Joining me on the line, Dr. Umar Johnson. How you doing, brother, Dr. Umar Johnson?
Peace and Pan-Africanism, good brother, Black Power, to all my brothers and sisters in Milwaukee, Kenosha, Green Bay, Racine, and across the state of Wisconsin.
Yo, peace, King. I'm going to stand with you and walk with you, brother.
God bless you.
Because I think it's an important thing, what you're doing, and you need to have the support of the community. Regardless if we live in these areas or not, it all affects us in one way or shape or form.
It's time for that action and all the smoke. This is the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association award-winning Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and streaming live on YouTube.
Man, best show in the world, bro. You got the best show in the world. I hope you know that, man.
God bless you, brother. I appreciate that.
Big up to you both. Thank you so much. Tory, you spoke to my kids. Liz, you did too. But you spoke to my kids, and when I tell you both that they was talking about what we did earlier that morning all day, that's literally what they was doing. They was talking about it all day. My son was just hollering,
awesome.
Where's Tory? Like,
I wanted to make sure that I let you know that to hear a person and have a person like you in this community, the way that you are selfless, the way that you give, even when your cup is not even full, you are filling other people's cup. And that just inspires me to make sure that I help you the best way that I can by doing my part.
As always, my good brother, stay cool, stay calm, stay focused.
Now, live from the Avenue in the heart of downtown Milwaukee, here is the king of talk radio, Tory Lowe.
Justice Wisconsin, the truth, the most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM, the movement continues. Yeah. Milwaukee, stand up. It's Tory Lowe, the truth. From 1 to 4, we about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice, we want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready. 101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show, live from
American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue, and I'm here for the action.
And nothing but that action.
And I want all the smoke.
Who wants the smoke today?
Salute to all my brothers and sisters on the front lines. The marathon continues.
The movement continues.
How y'all doing out there in Radio Land? How y'all doing in the chat? We got another powerful show for you today. So I'm gonna need y'all to open up your ears, okay? Salute to everybody joining the show today, this Thursday, February 12th, 2026. Who we got in the chat? Essie in the chat. Kawanda, Sincere, Runny Ray, Real, Jeff, Uptown Lex. I see you, Uptown. Jeff is in the chat. Salute, salute, salute. Hey, hit that like and subscribe button. Hey, look, I'll say this. Yesterday, it was so much going on the show that I did not get time to talk about that February 11th, yesterday, was my 17-year anniversary as an advocate in my community. 17 years, y'all. And I'll tell you this, I got a lot. That's why I don't say everything on the radio, because I get to see the other side. Like, sometimes a lot of people say, well, I don't agree with what you said. Well, I don't agree with you. You know what I mean? People act like them not agreeing with me means something to me. Like, I don't care. When I leave here, I got to go and deal with the streets. What's happening out here, that a lot of it don't make the news. You know, I don't care if you don't like what I'm saying. I'm saying it probably from a perspective that you know nothing about. And I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to give you the heads up, and you don't want to listen. So that's your bad. I don't care if you don't like what I'm talking about. I don't care if you don't agree with me. We beyond that. We trying to get some results. When people call me, they want something to happen. They don't care what I'm talking about on the radio. They love what I'm doing. They love what I do for the community, but they need to get some outcomes. So that's when people call me, when they ready to get the outcome, that's when I get the call. Yesterday, I was on a call with a couple people. They didn't care about nothing but getting the result. Understand what I'm saying? So for people that's tongue wrestling and thinking that they words means no, it's not like that with me. When I don't even live in that world. I don't even live in the world where I care what you say. Like, I care what we do. I care if we about that action. I care if we are result-based. So I don't even live in that world where your words mean nothing to me. Now, don't try to put your hands on me. Now that's a whole, I got a right to defend myself. But other than that, God bless you and don't let the devil stress you. I understand what I'm saying. But I'm going to say this. It's been 17 years, and you can Google Tory Lowe, and it's almost like I didn't even send not one press release to the media for anything I've done. Understand what I'm saying? I didn't join any political group. I didn't join the church. I didn't join the organization. I just walked out my house and got it done. So I don't care what you think about or what you say about what I'm doing. You're not going to do nothing because I don't never see you nowhere where I got to be. I don't care. Your words mean nothing. Matter of fact, your words don't even mean nothing to your family, but you talking crazy out the side of your face trying to say something about me. So I don't care. Just like your family don't care what you talking about. That's all I'm saying. We got to get the work done. So 17 years, and I've been blacklisted for helping black people. I'm going to be honest with you. They don't help people that's really trying to get the results. And a lot of people pushing agendas that they need the community to be in a certain mind frame for them to get the victory or for them to get the some of the coins that they get. They need us to be a sheep or a bot for them to be successful. So when I come around and I talk the way I talk, I'm free. I don't do all of that. I'm finna go to your crib. I'm finna get some stuff done, and I'm gonna go where I'm gonna go about my business. So for 17 years, that's what I did. Period. So who cares? It was never about if somebody liked you or not. It was about, can you get the outcome? And that's why I got the Tory Lowe show. And they called me and said, hey, Tory, we love what you're doing in the community. Can we get you in a space where you can enhance it? And I believe that everybody got the ability to get out here and do what I did. Maybe not quite as, on the frequency that I'm on, but we all can get out here and be a resource for each other and do what we can in our gifts to try to help, And that's it. Other than that, when this show over, I got to get back out there and help. I got like 5 families that, I got to get to that I couldn't get to because it's piling up. That's why I try to tell y'all, the work is plenty of work for everybody. It's plenty of work for everybody. Everybody can get out here and get something done. It ain't like it's one person that controls the community. There's no one person that runs the community. It's a village. And it's going to take everybody to repair the holes in the village. I get hated for helping black people and everybody else. I help everybody, but the majority of the help comes from black people that call me. But probably 89% of the things that I do is black. But the rest, I help other races and things like that. But the majority is black. And it's people that's black that look like me that tried to work against me. That tried to COINTELPRO. Y'all heard about COINTELPRO. And you know what I tell people? Don't worry about what nobody say to me. Just call me when you need me. Call me. I don't care what nobody talking about, but get in some trouble. Let some kind of crisis take place. You ain't gonna see those people that's running their mouth, that's talking out the side of their face. You ain't gonna see them people. They COINTELPRO. They bots. They don't have the ability to go somewhere and turn things around. And they mad because when you have that ability, some people get mad. But I ain't never asked nobody I ever served for a penny in 17 years. Understand what I'm saying? We working on this side, and we got to overcome all of the obstacles that goes against people that really bring results, because they really make all their money off of the chaos. They make all of their money off the brokenness of the black community. They got to keep it dysfunctional because that's where the billions of dollars at. All right, I didn't want to get that deep today. The only thing I wanted to tell y'all is that yesterday, 17 years straight. I just started trying to take a vacation last year. But this year, I'm taking all my vacation time. This year, I'm using the vacation time because I'm in a situation where I'm in a transition because I want to spend the rest of my time on this earth helping the young people, helping the youth, dedicating myself to the young people. I may be an old football coach with the hat on, Andrew, you going to help me out? You going to be my assistant coach?
What position do you want me to coach?
Nah, just, the offensive line.
Oh, I'm here.
Put the fork down.
We'll do it.
Hey, what I'm saying is this is where we got to go. So I'm making plans right now to spend the rest of my days on this earth just kind of dealing with the youth and seeing what I can do so they can have hope, be inspired, and be educated and moving forward into the future. So I think my next couple years is going to be regrouping, rethinking, and reshaping what I'm doing out here in my community and aim it at the youth. And with the youth, you got to be consistent. You can't just show up one day and then wait and then leave for a couple weeks and then come back. You got to be consistent when you're dealing with the youth. And I knew that. So I never really focused on the youth just specifically because of that, because the community was so random. And all in the middle of the night, I had to get up and during the day. And even now, when I'm on the show, people leaving me messages, I need you to call me right now. So in the next couple years, I'm going to rearrange all of that, and I'm going to start dealing with the youth full time. It took somebody, I had a mentor that came in my life, and he was consistent enough to make sure that I can overcome some of the obstacles that I was facing, and boom, you got a Tory Lowe right here on the radio because somebody took the time out to be consistent enough to get me through a lot of those obstacles, those difficulty ideas that I was facing when I was a young person. Hey, look, when I come back, we're going to get into the show. Truth Nation, stay locked in.
And that's Tory Lowe, bringing you all the action and all the smoke.
Truth Nation, make sure you tap in all week long as we'll be giving away a pair of tickets every single day to the second annual Truth Community Awards taking place on Friday, February 20th. Last year was fire, and this year we are turning it up even more as we celebrate the unsung heroes who are out here making a real impact in our community. So make sure you are tapped in all week long to the Truth so you don't miss your chance to win free tickets to the biggest and best community awards right here in our city.
Life's better with American Family Insurance because we know you love working weekends. If it means working on your dream home, both inside and out. And we're here to help protect those dreams so you can enjoy peace of mind. Save up to 40% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on the way you purchase insurance and by state. Some exclusions apply. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Calling all seafood lovers, the lobster salad sub is officially back at Cousin Subs. Fresh lobster mixed with our creamy signature mayo, topped with tomato and onion, served over crisp lettuce, and finished with a sprinkle of Old Bay. All on our fresh-baked Italian bread. It's a crave-worthy classic you can enjoy in store, online, or on the app, but only through April 5th. So catch it while you can. Cousin Subs. We believe in better.
Here's a dose of reality. Driving under the influence of prescription painkillers is just as illegal and just as deadly as driving drunk. In fact, there are nearly 2,000 drug-related crashes every year in Wisconsin. Help prevent drugged driving, and let's achieve 0 preventable deaths on Wisconsin roadways. Driving on pills kills. Sponsored by the Wisconsin Departments of Health Services, Transportation, and Justice.
You served behind the desk.
You served in combat.
You did 4 years and got out.
You were drafted.
You gave 20 years.
You gave exactly what your country needed.
And so did you.
When you raised your hand and swore an oath to your country, when you put your name on a dotted line, you became part of only 1% of Americans who did the same. You are a veteran.
You are a veteran.
You are a veteran. Because no matter when, where, or how you served, you made a sacrifice for your country, and you deserve support.
If you're struggling with life after service, don't wait. Reach out.
Reach out to a loved one, to a fellow veteran, to VA.
Find resources at va.gov/reach.
Brought to you by the United States Department of Veterans Affairs and the Ad Council.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Ghetto John Brown, 27 standing for the home team, neighborhood hero, post-traumatic soul scream, advocate, wanna know where to give, whose idea was it to blast a trick, once they get back in the way, it's over. Ghetto John Brown, 27 standing for the home team, neighborhood hero, post-traumatic soul scream, advocate, wanna know how to give, whose idea was it to blast a trick, once they get back in the way, it's over. Tory Lowe. Gotta tell him, bro. Tory Lowe. Gotta tell him, bro. gotta tell them, bro.
101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show. 17 years, Andrew. I remember when I first started dealing with the issues in the city, I didn't know it was going to be this random. I didn't know it was going to be all over the place. Like, I didn't know that it was that bad out here in the real world. A lot of y'all living like bots. Y'all only looking at the media and letting the media shape your ideas. No, but when you get out here on the streets, people got housing issues, missing girls, people getting shot, people getting killed, girls getting raped. You know, the real issues, elders suffering in these nursing homes. You know what I mean? I had to deal with all of that. I didn't even know it was that bad. You know, when you grow up as a kid, you go through school, you try to further your education, you try to come home, you say, I'm going to help the community. I didn't know, and you won't know until you get out here on these front lines and deal with your people straight up. Some things I don't even call helping the community. Like when people be doing giveaways and stuff, like, it's cool, but I think people need to be a real resource in the neighborhoods that they live in and really start turning around some of these issues and showing the blueprint and creating blueprints, because every environment is different. Every once you get outside the north side, their issues may not be what's on, 12th and North Avenue. Understand what I'm saying? So we have to start fixing the holes in the village. And it's a lot of holes in the village. Trust me. That's why people get mad when I talk, because I see the hole in the village and they don't want you to see the hole till you hit it, till you need that resource, until you need that assistance and it ain't there for you. Then you got to call Tory Lowe. Understand what I'm saying? So we not living in a time where a lot of people tired of hearing people talk. I don't want to hear no big Martin Luther King speech. I mean, no disrespect to Martin Luther King. We didn't already heard that. I've been hearing Martin Luther King speeches since I've been in school, since I was in kindergarten. Understand what I'm saying? I need to see the boots on the ground. I need to see the action. Because he was about that action too. He was about walking. He was about being out here and doing things too, not just the story. I don't want to hear about Jesus. I've been hearing about Jesus. My grandma been telling me about Jesus since I was a kid. I need to see the action of Jesus. I need to see the action. Like, we always talking. Everybody want to read some pages and look at this. No, do some work. Then that's a blueprint too. Because then you can say, because of what you know created this result, that's it. Don't try to talk to me. I don't want to hear that. Let's work. Everybody want to got this whole testimonial conversation about how God called them to do this and all. I don't want to hear that. I want to see the work. Let's go. Call me when it's time to go. I could have been doing something way more productive than sitting here at this meeting. Let's go do something. And this is where we got to be in 2026. We got to mind our own black business. And it's a lot of business to be minded. I'm trying to tell you. There's a lot of things that's happening that needs your attention. If one more person try to pull me over and tie my time up running their mouth, I'm going to just tell them I don't want to hear it. You know what I mean? I don't mind hearing your name. I don't mind the introduction. I don't mind the introduction side. But just to be wasting my time running your mouth, that's like you going to the gym and you trying to get your workout on and somebody talking to you. You know, you only got a certain amount of time to be in the gym, but then you didn't talk. You only there for an hour and you didn't talk 40 minutes. That's how I feel to me. Like, we here to work. I'm here to get it in. That's what I can tell y'all. That's my advice for y'all. 17 years. If y'all want to know where I'm at in 17 years, don't call me for no meeting. Call me to get the work done. Like, brief me. Okay, let's get this. It's not even rocket science. Half of the things we're talking about is not rocket science. It's about participation. It's about participation and getting your hands dirty. You can tell me all you want about you want a house, but somebody got to build that house. Somebody got to go and pour the cement for the foundation, and then you got to get a group of people to build the structure. Then you got to get the electrician in there. Then you got to get the person that do the windows. You got to learn how to build. A lot of y'all make it sound good, make it look good, and I ain't got no problem if that's what you want. That ain't me. That ain't never been me. I don't do that. People don't even call me for that. You know what somebody called me for? My daughter is missing. We think she in Chicago. Okay, well, let's go get her. Let's go get her. That's boots on the ground. Let's go find her. But on a more powerful note, we got the Community Awards. Truth Nation, mark your calendars for Friday, February 20th for the second annual Truth Community Awards presented by Potawatomi Casino Hotel, celebrating individuals making a real difference in our community. See, this is where we got to be. February 20th at the Community Awards. Get your tickets now. Do not wait. Go to 1017thetruth.awards.com to get your tickets. Tickets only $20. You get food. It's a great time. It's going to be a great award show. This is one of the best award shows in the city. Links in the YouTube chat if you're in the chat. Come out. Let's celebrate February 20th, those brothers and sisters standing on the front line. Getting there. Hey, anybody that's being awarded at the community show, at the Community Awards, they about that action. You can call them. They're going to try to get to work on your behalf in their particular fields. That's what I'm talking about. Somebody that got some outcomes. Hey, look, when we come back, we're going to have a pop culture report. Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
You are listening to The Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
Metastatic breast cancer, or stage 4 breast cancer, happens when cancer spreads beyond the breast to other parts of the body. About 168,000 women are living with it today, with Black women at a higher risk due to various factors. Research has led to treatments that help manage the disease and improve quality of life. The Everyday Counts study explores how nutrition and exercise coaching can support women with metastatic breast cancer. To learn more about the Everyday Counts study in Milwaukee, call 414-955-8819 or email edc@mcw.edu. If you or someone you know has stage 4 breast cancer, please encourage them to call and enroll in this valuable study. Again, call 414-955-8819 or email edc@mcw.edu.
He's the voice for the people and the community's connection to change.
Sometimes justice looks different to me. Do you want them in jail for murdering Corey Stingley? Yes, you do. Do you want them to go to trial for what they did and go through that process? Hey, but at the end of the day, the men that took Corey Stingley's life, something happened to where they have to accept the fact that they did that and that they have to be labeled a murderer for a certain length of time and when it was nothing, I think that was a huge thing that happened when you had to climb mountains to get to this point. 13 years?
The Tory Lowe Show, weekdays from 1 to 4 p.m. Live on YouTube and right here on 101.7 The Truth.
This Associated Bank Sports Center update on 101.7 The Truth is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Andrew Zimmel. In just his second game with the Milwaukee Bucks, Cam Thomas came up big, scoring 34 points off the bench for the Milwaukee Bucks in a 116-108 win against the Orlando Magic on Wednesday. Cam Thomas after his big shooting performance.
Obviously, everybody knows I can score, but at the end of the day, that's the name of the game, getting buckets, scoring, but I am more than just a scorer. I feel like playmaking, drawing the defense on me, making the right plays.
The Bucks travel to Oklahoma City to take on the defending champs tonight, 6:30 tip-off on Amazon Prime. And in the Winter Olympics, Wisconsin native Jordan Stolz comes up big, winning his first gold medal. The 21-year-old made his mark in the 1,000-meter race, setting an Olympic record in the process. It's the largest margin of victory in the Olympics since 1984. This True Sports Update was brought to you by Associated Bank, proudly supporting your hometown teams, member FDIC.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
I'm just here to do what God say. 10 toes down in Milwaukee. They put my name on the highways. If you need me, better call me. And they say, when something going on, who you gon' call? Tory Lowe. When something going wrong, who you gon' call? Tory Lowe. When something going on, who you gon' call? Tory Lowe. When something going wrong, who you gon' call? Tory Lowe. Uncle Tory, what have you been at?
101.7 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. Pop Culture Report brought to you by Tory Lowe and Andrew. Andrew, I got a question. Cam Thomas, a new member of the Milwaukee Bucks. They say he a walking bucket. He kind of impressed me. He kind of went off for like 30 points.
34 points last night off the bench, Tory. He was on a heat check. It was beautiful to watch.
I mean, he just got here. Is this what they call sustainable? Is this just flashes because he came to a new team? He trying to just, mark his territory? Is this legit?
So I've been saying to everybody when the Bucks signed him, I was like, this is a great signing for the Bucks. This is a team that needs a little bit of excitement. Cam Thomas is an exciting player. Mm-hmm. I have compared him to Dion Waiters, the ultimate heat check guy. He kind of gives me the Jamal Crawford, Lou Will, six-man type of energy. And did you see Giannis yesterday?
Right.
He was looking at him. He's excited. He's like, oh, this is a guy who can go get buckets. This is somebody that's going to take a little bit of load off of me. Somebody said that the only two people he's ever looked at like that at is his wife and Cam Thomas.
Oh, wow.
They were like, hey, Giannis is happy. So that makes me think that, hey, this calf injury, we all thought he would get shut down for the year. He might be coming back, Tory.
Well, I'll say this. They said after the All-Star break that Giannis might come back.
If Cam Thomas has put up 34 points a night, I would come back.
Would that affect his scoring if Giannis needs the ball too?
Well, so Giannis needs somebody to take some of that pressure off him. When there's a guy on the court that can go get buckets, that means Giannis can't get double teamed. That means they're going to give him a little bit more space. You got to stand on Thomas. Thomas hit a 3 at the end of that game, Tory, from like half court.
Right.
It was crazy. So, yeah, I think that this would be great. And you were asking me, do you think these two could play together? I said, look, Giannis is going to start. Thomas is going to come off the bench. And then in the fourth quarter, when it's winning time, they'll probably play together.
All right, I'll say this. The Bucks need somebody like this, like to control the point. Giannis, sometimes he brings the ball up himself, you know what I mean? So he needs the ball too. But I always thought that the Bucks needed like a Shaq, D Wade, a Kobe type, Shaq type situation for us to be consistent at challenging the championship.
Now I don't know if that's this. I do think
but he a bucket.
He is a bucket. Let's say it's more LeBron, J.R. Smith in Cleveland.
Okay.
Not Wade.
What? Okay, you didn't put him in the J.R. Smith category? Oh, wow.
He's a flamethrower, man, but he's not somebody that I'm trusting to, give me 25 points.
Here we go. Sir Chauncey in the chat says his real and biggest test will be tonight against OKC.
Okay, now it's hard to say.
Let's see what he's going to do against. If he put up 30 against OKC, we might have to have a different conversation.
If he puts up 30 against OKC, the defending champs, Tory, I might change my tune.
Right.
But right now, I'd say,
Because you didn't put him down on the,
J.R. Smith's a good player.
Yeah,
He's
but
solid. Deion Wade is solid.
Okay.
What do you want? Do you want me to lie to you?
I want him to be a D Wade, where Giannis can float around off the ball, creation. The Bucks needs somebody that can score 27. Giannis will do his thing. They could give at least 27 a night. We need that balance.
And I want it to be 70 degrees outside and on a beach. But
Here we go.
I mean, we can only do what we can do, Tory.
Here we go. What else we got for the Pop Culture Report, Andrew?
Well, your favorite coach is up for the Hall of Fame potential. He was a finalist. Doc Rivers could be in the 2026 class. He joins Blake Griffin, some of the other guys as well. We were talking a little pre-show. This is
Doc Rivers.
Doc Rivers.
While he's coaching, he's up for the Hall of Fame.
Yes, he is.
So you telling me that potentially Doc Rivers can be a Hall of Fame coach and still be coaching for the Bucks?
You could have a Hall of Fame coach miss the playoffs, Tory.
Okay, so we got a Hall of Fame coach, and we can't get a winning record out of him in the last couple seasons.
So Doc is.
I'm just saying.
Doc is the 6th all-time winningest coach. He's the most active winningest.
We need some of them wins in Milwaukee.
Yeah, well, that's the problem, right? He has not a lot of success in Milwaukee. Of course, he wins that championship in 2008 with the Celtics. He also holds the record for most 3-1 blown leads in the playoffs. We were going back and forth about this. This is the Sonic drive-through burger of Hall of Fame coaches. Like, you got the onion ring, that's cool. You got your win with your big 3 in Boston, but this is not a Hall of Fame coach, Tory, at all. Like, they let everybody in the Hall of Fame. This is one where the bouncer needs to say, no, you can't come in.
King Ringo in the chat says, Cam reminds me of Kyrie Irving.
Okay, no. Kyrie Irving was the number 1 overall pick and but
he got skills. The boy got skills.
He was fine.
Here we go.
I'm not saying Cam Thomas, but this is like me comparing with, to my car to a Ferrari. Like, you'd be like, Zimmel, you got a nice car. You don't have a Ferrari.
So you saying that
Kyrie's a Ferrari, Cam Thomas is a Honda Accord.
Here we go.
He's good. He gets you to work.
We say these comments because if he have a good game against OKC tonight, this is gonna be the real test.
I'm rooting for him.
If he can pull off, if he can give me at least 27, I'll take 27.
All right, that's great.
Okay.
I would rather have him score 15 and the Bucks win, though. That's my thing. Like, go in and beat OKC, that's great. I'm more excited about that. But this is the type of player that they need. This is somebody who, I live across the street from the arena, Tory. This is the type of guy who's going to get people to come to the games, and that's cool.
Okay, well, I'll say this: we gon' get a young fella a little chance. Maybe he's have a renewed spirit.
Yeah,
with basketball in Milwaukee. And pretty much in Milwaukee, that's all you got time to concentrate on is basketball. So maybe he'll sit down for a minute, retool his skill level, and really, kind of give us that player that, when we need that 27, that 30 outside of Giannis, we might could get it.
I wake up one morning, I turn to Kyrie Irving. If that's Cam Thomas' story, that'd be something.
Wow.
Not ideal. I don't think it's going to happen, but let's see.
Well, we got some people replying in the chat. Mr. Hayes says, Cam Thomas ain't no joke. He's going to free up some stuff for Giannis. They're going to be dropping 30 apiece.
I hope that's the case.
Uptown Lex says, it's obvious Andrew don't watch basketball.
I have been I'm a Cam Thomas guy. I said, hey, I love the signing. I think this is a great signing.
Mr. Hayes goes on to say he dropped 50 a couple times in Brooklyn.
So did Jamal Crawford. Jamal Crawford had a 50-point game. I'm telling you. So, here's the thing, Tory. Do you want me to come on here and be like, oh, he's going to be Dwayne Wade next to Giannis?
No, I didn't say that. I'm just saying the boy looked like he can develop into something, a piece that we desperately need. does the draft space matter? No. There's a lot of first-round draft picks that don't pan out.
For sure, 100%.
That's what I'm saying. And then some players get it in their third year, fourth year. Like, just like NFL quarterbacks, a lot of them get thrown into the fire right away, and it don't pan out. But then down the road, boom, they get it.
100%.
Yeah, so he can get it right now.
Might turn into somebody. Probably not Kyrie Irving, though.
I don't know.
Top 75 player all time? Like, come on. What are we doing?
All I'm saying is he's still young. What, 24?
24.
Okay, so let the boy grow. Everybody grow at their own pace. But it looked like he has a great idea on how to find his shot. Let's see what he do against OKC, and we'll revisit the conversation. Because I think that now that he's a Buck, he got something to prove, and he got a chip on his shoulder.
Great. I'm excited.
And if he's playing with a chip, I mean, I like when players have a chip on their shoulder, because usually when you lose that chip, you get lazy. You get the, messing with the chicks and buying luxury cars and like you made it. But when you got that chip on your shoulder, that actually keeps you in line. It actually keeps you hungry. He looks hungry to me. He's looking hungry right now.
He put up hungry shots last night. I love it. But the problem is that he's going to do that every single night. 34 points off the bench. Look, great win last night against Orlando. Let's see if they can continue it in OKC.
Well, we're going to see. We'll talk about it tomorrow, Friday. We'll see.
Well, I'm curious to see when Glenn comes in here tomorrow, give him the same type of question. Because I guarantee you, Mr. New York is going to say the same thing I'm saying.
But it's going to be after if he continues to give us 25, 30 is asking for too much. 30 a night is asking too much to me. But if he can give us 25 solid, 23, 25 solid, we got something.
Yeah, that's incredible off the bench.
Right. So here we go. Well, hopefully we can get a good starting lineup. I mean, the starting lineup we have right now is we not winning. We're not seeing the residuals from the starting lineup.
Exactly.
So we need somebody to come in and shake things up. And he looked like he got the green light. It looked like Doc gave him the green light. Like, go out there and get them buckets, young man. Go and get them buckets. We brought you here for the buckets. Maybe Doc, you say he about to be up for the Hall of Fame. Maybe Doc sees something in this young man where he can give him the green light and see what he can do. And he gave him the green light last night, it looked like, and they saw what he can do. He could get some buckets. Hopefully that transfers over into a winning culture, because right now, the culture needs to be shaken up. And for him to just get here and do that, I'm hoping this is the shakeup that we need.
I hope so, too. But it does sound like a Disney story that you're giving me. Old coach.
No, Giannis got a Disney story, a real-life Disney story.
Well, it's giving me another one. Doc Rivers, end of the line. Oh, he needs the old guy, does he have one more in him? Turns a young player into a star. Yeah, maybe.
Maybe he can work on his defense here in Milwaukee.
Cam Thomas or Doc? Or both?
Cam Thomas. And Doc maybe can come up with better strategies for defense. Hey, look, when we come back, we'll have more pop culture. Report, Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
You are listening to The Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth app, and 101.7thetruth.com.
This Black History Month, 101.7 The Truth, opening up the mic to Milwaukee's youth. Young boys and girls sharing what Black history means to them in their own words. I'll be reading and sharing your submissions with the 101.7 The Truth audience all month long. Our voices, our stories. If you know a young person with something to say, share their message on social media, tag @ToryLowe_King or 101.7 The Truth. Let's amplify their stories together.
City Conference season is coming down to the wire, and we have a battle of two of the top teams in the City Conference Gold Division. Tune in Thursday night as the Milwaukee Hamilton Wildcats go on the road and look to knock off the top team in the City Conference, the Milwaukee Juneau Pioneers. Tip-off is set for 7 o'clock. The City Conference Game of the Week on the award-winning 101.7 The Truth app, and 101.7thetruth.com is sponsored by Milwaukee Public Schools and presented by Gruber Law Offices.
Steinhoffel's President 5-Day Sale is happening now, and the furniture and mattress savings are so good. Start with at least 10% off store-wide, then you'll get $50 off every $4.99 you spend, plus doorbusters you gotta see in person. And if you're financing, I got something huge for you. 60 months with no interest until 2031 when you spend over $19.99, plus you'll get a $200 MasterCard reward card. It's only 5 days, so don't wait, and it's only at Steinhoffel's.
Life's better with Drive My Way from American Family Insurance, because we know it's more than just a car. It's your escape pod, your adventure mobile, your memory maker. And we help protect the dreams that drive you. Personalize what you pay for auto insurance and you could save between 10 and 35%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on the way you purchase insurance and by state. Unsafe driving behaviors may increase your rate. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Real talent is defined by what people can do, not where they learn to do it. So by stopping at the education section of a resume, you might throw away the perfect hire. You might miss someone who has valuable skills to offer to help your business thrive right now and in the future. Because the truth is this: Skills First Hiring helps you see talent others miss, like more than 70 million stars, skilled through alternative routes. When you let their story unfold, you gain a competitive advantage, because hiring managers who start with skills are 60% more likely to find a successful hire. See the real person, complete. See what others miss. Hire skills first. Learn why it's a competitive advantage at tearthepaperceiling.org. Brought to you by Opportunity at Work and the Ad Council.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
CNN, Fox News, or MSNBC. But there's a whole lot of people who know who this man is. You know what? Matter of fact, I think I better let him introduce himself. Yeah. Tory Lowe about that action. Tory Lowe about that action. Tory Lowe about that action. Tory Lowe about that action, man said.
101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show, Pop Culture Report. Hey, Andrew, you better tell your boy to calm down.
My boy.
Yeah,
all right.
Your boy, Gene Simmons.
Gene Simmons, yes,
From
the co-founder of KISS. He got
talking out the side of his face.
He is, especially this month too, Tory. So he comes out in a recent episode of Legends and Leaders, and the 75-year-old bassist of the KISS bands shared his thoughts on hip-hop's place in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, saying that it does not belong there. He says, "Not my music." Quote, "I don't come from the ghetto." He also had a back and forth with Ice Cube talking about this. He says, "Just not my language." He does not think that hip-hop deserves to be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, Tory.
Well, I'll tell you this. He says this, but the simple instrument that he's playing in the whole genre that he's playing is all because of black people that probably was poor, that created it. Understand what I'm saying? The instruments, the rock and roll, the whole he owed that to blacks. So when you talk about he's not from the ghetto, no, but what the instruments you playing probably came from somebody that came from poverty.
It's an insane thing to say, I think, especially now of all time. Like, it doesn't make sense, like, why he would have this, like, very angry take about hip-hop music outside of the fact that maybe
hip-hop music runs the world.
Number one culture.
Okay, so what I'm saying is it was a point before hip-hop came where rock and roll was, it was that music. Everybody was, trying to be in a rock band, But when hip-hop came, it flipped the culture. And a lot of times when KISS was a part of that culture where they were on top of the world with rock and roll. You know what I mean? But then all of a sudden when Walk This Way hit with Run DMC and with the Aerosmith, yeah, when they did that, I mean, it started to flip because hip-hop was here. And hip-hop, once hip-hop reached mainstream, that's rock and roll status.
Oh, yeah, no, and you hear hip-hop artists talk, rap artists talk about how they are now the new rock stars.
Right.
I could not agree more, Tory. That is what moves the entire culture. That's what moves the world.
Yeah, so Gene Simmons, he can sit down.
Keep your tongue in your mouth.
Yeah, I mean, he can set his old butt down because he needs to pay homage to black people, period.
I agree.
He wouldn't even have a career.
100%.
Understand what I'm saying? So when you forget, this is a classic case of somebody who don't know his history. So regardless, if you saying the word ghetto, I'm not from the ghetto, and like it's a insult, it wouldn't even be a kiss without somebody from poverty that created instruments that we started rock and roll. Understand what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, sit down.
Were you ever a Kiss fan?
No. I didn't like the clown suits. To me, they was like clowns. Sitting up there with the red tongues, with the gray and silver. They had some joints now. They had some jams, but I was never a Kiss fan. No.
Who was your favorite rock band?
Bon Jovi.
Oh, wow.
I like the Bon Jovi, yep.
All right.
Bon Jovi was Living on a Prayer.
Wouldn't have guessed that.
Bon Jovi, Living on a Prayer was one of my favorite songs, yeah.
So you were in a rock band. What was your rock band's like identity?
We was an alternative rap band. Yeah, I was the rap portion. Yeah.
I don't think Gene Simmons would have liked it.
It's okay because he couldn't have stopped it. He can't stop it. You know, the same idea that made him made me.
I love it.
So Gene Simmons, you go back to sleep. Take your medication.
All right, let's move on. Ciara and Russell Wilson, a celebrity couple in the NFL before Russell Wilson's career completely evaporated and disintegrated. They had a recent Hot Wings type of situation where they were doing the questions back and forth, Tory, for Valentine's Day. And his wife asked him, what would you rather have, the Super Bowl ring? Remember, he won it with the Seahawks.
Right.
Or their wedding ring. And, of course, he took the easy way out. He ate the hot chicken wing, so we don't know what his answer would be. But I ask you, if you had the option, you're a Super Bowl winning quarterback or you have that wedding band on your finger, which one are you taking? Which ring?
I'm going to take the Super Bowl ring.
Okay.
Because that's how he got her. He was a top elite quarterback for the Seattle Seahawks, and he won a championship. And I don't think they were together when he won that first championship.
They were not.
Okay, so what I'm saying is a man is judged by his legacy. And without the legacy, you don't get a Ciara.
Not at all.
That's all I'm saying. If Russell Wilson doesn't win that Super Bowl in Seattle, I don't think he'd be with Ciara.
You don't think she would have just been, flipping through the phone book and found him?
She would pick somebody. You got women. Some women will pick somebody with a great legacy because then their children will have that legacy. And men are judged by what they do. And many times, if you don't have that Super Bowl ring or you don't have a great accomplishment, you may not get a Ciara.
Not playing for the Badgers.
Just saying.
Playing for the Badgers isn't a big enough honor for Russell
it's
Wilson?
not. No, it's not. So I think that men are judged by their accomplishments. That's why I would choose the accomplishment, because at many times our accomplishments come once in a lifetime. Legacy opportunity come once in a lifetime. I could run to Vegas and get married anytime.
Well, and then look at Wilson, too, right? Like, he wins his Super Bowl early in his career. He goes to the Super Bowl again. He doesn't win it, right? And now he's never been back. He thought he had, like, a long career. He thought he was going to go back probably multiple times. He was not able to go back, Tory. So, yeah, you're probably right there. I think it's interesting because we flipped it. We said if you were Ciara, would you take the wedding band or the Grammy? And I think we both agree that these individual accomplishments are a big deal, man.
Well, what I'm saying is Ciara would definitely take the Grammy because that's a part of her music legacy. I understand what I'm saying. So you don't put me, and this is why I don't get around relationships or around people that have to make me put my purpose against them. They should be excited that you're trying to accomplish and achieve. But many times somebody will tell you, if you keep doing what you are made to do, then you can't be with them. And I think that's never the right person for you.
No, you should always be rooting for your significant other, I feel like, Tory. I feel like that's kind of the way that this should go, is that if you're Ciara, you want Russell to have a long, healthy career. And last thing I will say about this, though, Tom Brady. 7 of these Super Bowl rings, and then because he went after that 7th one, he lost a ring.
Right, but he got lucky, because once he lost her, Fox, he's broadcasting now. They gave him like $350 million. So she lost out to me.
Really?
Like, his legacy gave him that position. Tom Brady don't get a $350 million broadcasting career if he don't win championships. That's all I'm saying.
I find it that we need to get Tom Brady together, Tory. You, me, and Tom Brady, and we need to talk, hey, you're a championship, you're a winner, you did all these things, because he's posting on social media like a sad.
Well,
man.
He's lonely,
Get a dog.
I'll say this. Men need to secure their purpose, because women will be attracted to the purpose, right? Women are a little bit different. We're attracted to the beauty or to the softness or to maybe the attraction of the woman. But women, many times, you got to have a job if you want to be with me. You got to be doing something. And so that's the contrast right there. So if a woman ever tells you to choose her over your legacy, run, because she ain't gonna be around too much longer after that, because now she's gonna say you need a job.
Yeah, I think that's a prerequisite for a lot of these things, Tory. Now, finally, I want to ask you, Valentine's Day coming up. I know we're not super big on the Hallmark holidays,
right?
But I've been seeing more and more celebrities posting towards Blueface, asking for him to be their Valentine. Yes, right now we have Pinky Doll who wants to be have Blueface be her Valentine. She's trending right now.
That's a marketing scheme.
So that's what your take is?
Yeah, I don't think nobody asking Blueface to be a Valentine. And if they are, they just trying to get some publicity. This is a publicity stunt if I ever heard one. As soon as you said Blueface, I said, okay, this is manufactured. This is not something that most women don't want a Blueface.
I think most women probably shouldn't be going on social media asking anybody to be their Valentine.
Hold on, wait a minute. Most people don't want toxic. Most people want to keep their peace. Even the most toxic person be on social media, I didn't cut this person off because I'm trying to mind my business. I'm trying to keep my peace. You don't go for somebody that you know is a train wreck unless you a train wreck. So it's just messy.
I think that there's something to be said here, Tory. I think a lot of people, they want a little adventure in their life. Remember, hey, they're looking for the bad boy. There could be something here.
Yeah, but I'm gonna tell you right now, if you are known, sometimes people like edgy, and you could be edgy, but Blueface is I don't see nobody with any sense unless they got a marketing strategy out here that's trying to reach out to Blueface. That's just me, because most women want to be wine, dine. They want to have a good time. They don't want a lot of drama. And he's all about that drama. They sell drama.
Not looking for Blueface.
No, I don't think so. That may be a reach right there. That may be somebody trying to get some marketing value out of Blueface during this time because it's Valentine's Day. Hey, look, when we come back, Truth Nation, we're going to open up the lines. Stay locked in.
Need a way to hype up your day?
Hello, is this Shirley?
This is she.
Shirley, you are our Gruber 5K giveaway winner this quarter. Congratulations.
What would you do with $5,000?
Going to look at buying me a pickup truck. That will be some of my down payment.
Stay tuned into 1017 The Truth for your chance to be entered into the Gruber Law Office's 5K giveaway. For contest rules, visit 1017thetruth.com.
I love you guys.
I got money now. Half of American parents cannot afford diapers. Hi, this is WTMJ's Kristen Bry. This spring, WTMJ and the Milwaukee Diaper Mission are teaming up to change that. Join me for WTMJ Cares Bowling for Babies, where we will raise funds for Milwaukee Diaper Mission. Register to bowl with us on March 7th at Village Bowl in Menominee Falls. Registration is now open. Go to WTMJCares.com to sign up. Act quickly, teams will fill up fast. It's WTMJ Cares Bowling for Babies to help the Milwaukee Diaper Mission.
There, Jane Lynch here. You want to hear something funny? Too bad. You want to hear something uplifting that will inspire you? Good. Because today, I want to talk to you about Direct Relief, a humanitarian organization that does seriously good work when it counts. Fires, hurricanes, earthquakes. When disaster strikes, Direct Relief immediately shows up with medicines, medical supplies, and everything doctors and nurses need to save lives. Let's ship her out! Every day across the United States and around the world, they're making an enormous difference. If someone needs help, Direct Relief helps. No politics, no red tape. Hey, what you doing over there?
Oh, I'm packing insulin for kids with diabetes.
See, every box here is literally a lifeline for someone in critical need. So check them out at directrelief.org and donate if you can. You might just bring a smile to someone's face.
When I was diagnosed with Hodgkin lymphoma, I had so many questions. I didn't even know that it was cancer. Now I do. It is cancer. Blood cancer. It's actually one of more than 100 different types, and they're all treated differently. Now, unlike some other forms of cancer, usually there's no tumor. You can't screen for it to prevent it, and the symptoms can look like other things, so it could be hard to diagnose. I had a fever for weeks. I was so tired all the time. I didn't feel like eating or doing anything else for that matter. And I know that this can feel scary. But if you know what to look out for, you'll know what to tell your doctor. And you'll feel more empowered to take the next steps. Like getting in touch with the people who know the ins and outs and can help with everything blood cancer related. Blood Cancer United. They work one-on-one with each person who reaches out to answer questions and offer resources. Blood Cancer United was there for me, and they can be there for you.
Go to bloodcancerunited.org to learn more.
You're listening to the new 1017 The Truth, founded in partnership with Associated Bank. Your money works here. 1017 FM, 1510 AM, WGKB Waukesha, and W269DL Milwaukee. A locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Justice, Wisconsin, the truth. The most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM. The movement continues. Yeah. Milwaukee, stand up. It's Tory, Lowe, the truth. From 1 to 4, we about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice. We want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory, Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready.
1017 The Truth. Tory Lowe. Tory Lowe Show live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue. The movement continues. The marathon continues right here on 1017 The Truth. Thank you for joining me for the second hour of the Tory Lowe Show. And remember, we was talking about reckless driving, the conversation that we had about reckless driving, and it seemed to be almost separate from drunk driving. And I saw a story that proves my point. And many times when you see like people that get multiple chances, it could be black or white, but sometimes it's like loopholes in the system. That's why I think it all should go together. So one idea doesn't get preference over the other, because if you get behind that wheel irresponsibly and act irresponsibly, to me, that should be reckless driving, the definition of driving reckless. So I saw this story, and this driver from Milwaukee, he got his 33rd suspension. His license got suspended 33 times. And I'm just wondering, how can this happen? Like, you know, did he get it renewed? Then they kind of struck him down again, or? But we got this story right here. I want to talk about this. I got some things to say about this story, but we got audio and video if you're watching as we broadcast live. A Milwaukee driver gets his 33rd suspension. Let's listen.
Pull the limit, which is frankly difficult to do.
Our investigative team, called Lighthouse, found this Milwaukee driver has been cited dozens of times. Court records show he owes thousands of dollars in fines and keeps getting pulled over.
What do you hope people take away from this story?
They should be alarmed.
They should be alarmed that this happens. It's basically this vicious cycle that keeps going over and over again for the people who basically don't give a rip and are going to continue to do it anyway.
Ben Jordan shares why some believe this case highlights how chronic offenders continue endangering others on the roads.
I'm gonna have a C1. I got a Audi that went up 106.
76 over the limit lands Julian Lopez at the top of the list of Milwaukee's top speeders caught in the last 2 years.
Good afternoon, Officer Julie, the Milwaukee Police.
We learned Lopez is used to pulling over for Milwaukee police.
Driving right now, sir.
Municipal court records show MPD has given Lopez 58 traffic tickets since 2018.
That's your fastest speeding ticket?
In 22 of those stops, Lopez received a $124 ticket for operating on a suspended license. It's not just MPD catching him for this. Court records show he's been cited 11 times by State Patrol, along with Milwaukee and Racine County deputies.
Are you aware that your license is suspended?
Nope.
See, what is it even for?
And he laughing too.
I don't even know. It doesn't even tell me when this was.
It's all good though. No big deal.
In this case, Lopez's car was towed and he was arrested, booked, and released, but only because of the reckless driving citation.
Criminal charge, misdemeanor?
State traffic ticket.
It's just a state traffic ticket, and with Lopez, they've continued to pile up to $5,300 in past due fines, according to Milwaukee Municipal Court. Milwaukee Police Chief Jeffrey Norman says he's fed up.
Do you think this situation is problematic?
Absolutely, and I believe there should be serious consequences.
All right, Andrew. All I'm going to say is this. 33 times, he's been ticketed with his license. I mean, at some point, like when you talk about, because I over the last couple of years, when they start saying reckless driving, and if you get caught a couple times, like they going to do all this stuff to you. But this guy is able to find a loophole where he's just driving. He got what they say, his 33rd suspended license ticket. Why is he able to continue to drive without him going to prison or something harsher happen? He got up to 33 times. But if you are considered a reckless driver, off the top, 2-3 times, or it's going to be some harsh penalties. I don't understand this. I don't understand how they got all of this. Why don't we just all put it in one idea? Everything irresponsible behind the wheel gets the same harsh treatment. Your car towed, license suspended, everything. Just throw the book at these people because it's like it's a joke to him. He was in the back seat of the squad car laughing. Like he been through this already. Y'all, they're going to just take me downtown. I'm going to get a book and release. I'm going to be driving. Soon as I get out tonight, I'm going to be doing donuts downtown on Michigan. That's what it looked like to me. I don't like it when I see laws, and particularly, I think we need reckless driving laws. I mean, I'm not against it, but don't target it. It seems like some of these laws, when they write it up, they target a certain group of people, and then people like this guy can get away with 33 suspended license tickets, and he's laughing. If you look at the video, and him in the back seat. When they was talking to him, he kind of had a smirk on his face. Now I'll be like almost like I'll be back out here tonight. And then the police chief, he's exhausted due to this type of behavior. So he's like, we got to do something about it. Like, didn't they just pass laws on reckless driving last year? So this doesn't affect this guy? Look at this guy. Like, just pause it on his face. Look at his face. He's not worried about it. He's not even worried. Look, this don't look like somebody that, I'm finna pay a heavy penalty for my 33rd, violation. It's all good, basically. So, only reason I bring these stories up to the public because I noticed certain energy around driving And I just want to point it out. Like, I'm for the reckless drivers to go and get whatever they get done to them because they're putting lives in danger. I'm for that. But I'm also for, if you get behind the wheel irresponsibly, to have the same things applied to you. And this guy looks like ain't nothing gonna happen to me. What he say? With the people that's talking about being sovereign, what they be saying? I'm traveling. he probably using that to me. You know that stuff they be having on the internet talk about you can drive without, if you ain't doing commerce, you can be traveling. It's a whole thing going on with that.
I've never seen that before.
It sounds like he using that. Like he said he ain't gotta have no license because he's a sovereign person and he can drive without no license. I mean, 33 times? I don't know. That sounds wild to me. But I'm going to keep y'all updated on this because I need some questions. I need to ask questions about what's the difference between what they doing with the reckless driving, what is the difference between reckless driving, driving while intoxicated, and this guy that's just driving around with a suspended license with his 33rd ticket.
That doesn't seem like a fun pastime. Like, why would you keep doing it?
Josh says he got the right complexion for the connection. And the chief, go back to the chief in this, and then I'm gonna keep it moving. Look at when they bring the police chief. Oh, I think we need to do something. Like he act like he don't even know what to do with this. Like he's exhausted. Like let's listen to his part. Just the chief. Started when they start the chief. Listen to what they said when they brought the chief up about this. Somebody listen to this.
According to Milwaukee Municipal Court, Milwaukee Police Chief Jeffrey Norman says he's fed up.
Do you think this situation is problematic?
Absolutely. And I believe there should be serious consequences.
Hold the limit.
Hold on. Okay, that's good. Okay, he said he thought that he think that there should be serious consequences. Didn't they just pass laws last year for serious consequences for reckless driving? Ain't this reckless driving? I just think that there should be something. Like when it's the North Side, they get that press conference. If we catch you, we gonna get you. Like, they put the foot down when it's black, when you can tell when they aiming it at black people. Cause we gotta put the foot down on this. And now with this guy that ignored the law 33 times, well, we gotta find what to do with this. We gotta understand what I'm saying. Wow. Somebody let me know, Truth Nation, why the guy was laughing in the back of the car and the chief saying that they need to get some more, we need to figure this out. Hey, it sounds funny to me. It's making me scratch my head right now. Maybe I need to get the chief in here. We need to get somebody from the police department that know the difference. Why is it so many different rules for the same thing? You irresponsible behind the wheel, you need to go up in flames then. Your driver's license need to be up in flames, and if they catch you driving, then you need to be going to jail. I'm talking about that should be some kind of penalty. 33 times? They don't even get the OWI people like that. At least they get a breathalyzer or something like that to try to, mitigate that situation. This right here seeming like I'm going to be out tonight. I'm going to be driving tonight. I'm looking for my 34th ticket. That's his attitude. Mo the Elephant says, I have the answer, Tory. Different rules because of the different complexions and sides of town. Look, with that being said, I'm finna run the break. I gotta regroup and rethink and reshape because we need to get some people in. We need some answers. Hey, look, when we come back, Truth Nation, we'll have more conversations. Stay locked in.
The Tory Lowe Show returns after this on 101.7 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. On Sunday afternoon, the Milwaukee Panthers return home to face in-state rival UW Green Bay Phoenix at the UWM Panther Arena for the Battle of I-43.
Loop a pass, baseline right, Franklin, in on Cotton, reverse layup. Oh, that was pretty. Elam, wrap a pass, left corner, Jackson, trigger three, and he hits it.
Scott Warris has the coverage starting at 1:30 p.m. on 101.7 The Truth and the Milwaukee Panthers Sports Network from Learfield. Tip-off happens at 2 o'clock.
Life's better with American Family Insurance because we know you love working weekends. If it means working on your dream home, both inside and out. And we're here to help protect those dreams so you can enjoy peace of mind. Save up to 40% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on where you purchase insurance and by state. Some exclusions apply. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Injured at work, unable to work due to health problems, or denied veteran benefits you're entitled to? Last year, Tayback Law returned over $73 million in wrongfully denied VA and Social Security benefits to people in our communities. Tayback Law celebrates Black History Month by bringing its message to 101.7 The Truth. The team is thrilled to see Milwaukee achieve this exciting new outlet for speaking truth to power. And Tayback Law is always ready to fight for you. Call Tayback for the payback. TaybackAttorneys.com.
70 million people in the U.S. have learning and thinking differences, like ADHD and dyslexia. Each has their own story. This is ours. At first, I thought it was just a phase. Then schoolwork became a struggle. Emotions got bigger, and my kids started falling behind. I felt alone, like I was lost in the dark trying to find answers. Then I learned about Understood.org, a nonprofit empowering parents and kids like us. It was like we had a light to show us the path ahead. Whenever new challenges came up, their guidance helped us figure out our next step. We still have tough days, but now we have direction. And I have the tools and resources I need to help my child thrive. No matter where you are on the path, Understood can help you keep moving forward. Visit understood.org/yourpath today.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth app, and 101.7thetruth.com.
He will not fall, and the street is on fire, and I need all my people to listen. If you hear me, then go tell your brother. He gotta keep hope, keep on praying for the street. The street is on fire.
101.7 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. I want to head over to Detroit, Michigan, where a Detroit man lured a woman on Facebook and assaulted them. He lured multiple women that was on Facebook, kind of giving me creep vibes. This is where I say, if y'all out there hooking up with people online, it can get dangerous. We got the video, if you're watching this, we broadcast live, a Detroit man hooking up with people on Facebook and assaulting them. If you're watching this, we broadcast live, hit the like and subscribe. Let's listen.
The suspect here is being held on a $1 million bond. And Roop, you know they don't hand those out easy anymore. Police say that speaks to how dangerous this guy is. Now, let's put a face to the story here. Let's take a look at a picture of 31-year-old Daniil Sandridge Jones from Detroit. He's charged in connection to assaulting at least 3 women. And the common thread is that he met them on Facebook dating. At first, we're told he seemed normal, but after a couple of dates, the women described him as snapping. Then he allegedly attacked. All of the crimes apparently happened at Sandridge Jones' East Side Detroit home. He threw a brick at one woman's face and then at her car, choked and beat another woman, allegedly. And in the case of 27-year-old Jacayla Archie, he stabbed her multiple times in the neck and made her drive around at knife point throughout the city of Detroit. She had no idea what his plans with her were.
I definitely thought I wasn't going to survive, like, at all. I never thought I was ever going to make it out of there. It was to the point where I started praying and things of that nature. And when he found out that I was praying and when he heard me whisper God, he was like, You believe in God. You believe in God. I knew that he had did this to multiple women prior. I just had a feeling like you had to do this before because he was too comfortable.
Wow.
Yeah, Jacayla said at first, though, everything seemed normal. It seemed like casual dating. Now, she was able to escape last month when this all happened. After several hours, they went back to his East Side Detroit home. She said he got distracted by a phone call. She was able to grab her keys and get out of there, but she sincerely was not sure that she'd make it out alive. Now, we did talk to Detroit.
All right, well, thank God that this one made it out alive. He almost, killed her. And the thing is, y'all meet folks and y'all think it is sweet. This is why don't go to nobody's house. I'm going to tell you, when you meet people online, take your time, go into public places. Go into public places when you meet them. Don't go and say, oh, I'm going to meet you at the house, and then you go over there and then you trapped. They didn't lock the door on you. It seemed like he was kind of saying the right things at first. Hey, he looked handsome. He looked like, some of y'all got them profile pictures, then you meet them in real life, they don't even look like the profile picture. Got all them filters on it. But the dudes, if they looking kind of decent, they got the waves. He looked like he had the waves in his head. They was probably like, oh, we out and found something. And he got a lining, he got a nice little crispy lining. All I'm saying is this online dating thing, it's a lot of people out there that's raping people. They doing things, heinous things to people because they're luring them in through social media. I'm just keep your head on a swivel. And just because they, what I always say, green don't always mean go. That's you can simulate green don't always mean go to just because somebody look good, everything that glitter don't always mean is go. Understand what I'm saying? Green, hey, look, just because you're excited about something, that don't mean you should engage. I'm going to keep it pushing. Because it's Valentine's Day coming up. Some of y'all done already planned a date with somebody y'all met on social media for Valentine's Day. You better keep the pepper spray next to you. Something. You better make sure you got something. Because if it go left, especially on Valentine's Day, that's when the real perverts be out there because they think they just spent the money on you. And if you ain't trying to, go all the way, they may start acting funny on you. Got to be more careful. Also, I want to go over to Minnesota. I want to take a trip over to Minnesota where they're saying that Trump's border czar is saying that the massive Minnesota ICE operation is ending. They're about to end all of that stuff that's going on out there with ICE and the protesters. I'll say this. They tried, to go and do whatever they was trying to do with the Somalians. A couple people got shot. A lot of words were exchanged, but now it's time to move on. Now it's time to, I think enough people then got cited for tickets. People that lost their lives. It's getting too messy. If you're watching this rebroadcast live, we got video on this. Let's listen.
Addressing public safety threats and other priorities since this surge operation began, as well as the unprecedented levels of coordination we have obtained from state officials and local law enforcement. I have proposed, and President Trump has concurred, that this surge operation conclude. A significant drawdown has already been underway this week and will continue through the next week. We have a lot of work to do across this country to remove public safety risk who shouldn't even be in this country, and to deliver on President Trump's promise for strong border security and mass deportation. Law enforcement officers drawn down from this surge operation will either return to their duty stations or be assigned elsewhere to achieve just that.
All right, well, I wonder what the media going to do now that they didn't pull back. Because they was having a field day with this. I wonder, what them reporters going to do now that they about to stop all of this ICE and all this protesting out of Minnesota. That's all you've been hearing about for weeks now.
Don Lemon's going to have to cancel some hotel reservations.
Right. I mean, they was going crazy. They was trying to create another Black Lives Matter to me out of Minnesota. It just kind of flopped. It didn't work like that. You know, a lot of people didn't run over there, and it didn't. You know, the situation didn't get no bigger than what was already happening. And like I said, I guess they got to find another news story. But I did find another news story that's involving ICE, but it ain't the story that you think it's gonna be. It's the story of an ICE background, a person that does the background that was caught up in sex trafficking. Police say that they have arrested a backgrounder in a sex trafficking sting. Working for ICE. Hey, but he a sleazeball. If you're watching this rebroadcast live, we got the video on this. Let's listen.
Mr. Rashad Johnson, out of Maple Grove. This is the most disturbing arrest that we've had here. He is a backgrounder for ICE, Homeland Security, and federal agencies. So when you're getting your security clearance, this is one of the guys that does your backgrounds, which is kind of scary. So we locked him up, and I think if you're going to be, these people get access, they get a high security clearance, right? Because again, for all the ICE agents, Homeland Security agents, and people getting security clearance, this is one of the people that does the backgrounds. And you come here trying to purchase sex. We locked him up. I don't think he's going to be passing a background check no time soon. Jonathan Flores, 20.
All right. Somebody, see, this is why I say you can't take no sides. This is why I stay neutral. Because everybody doing something. That's why in order for you to have the right energy to tackle the situation, you just gotta be neutral on a lot of this. The ICE agent backgrounder that got to do the background checks was looking for sex. And trying to, human sex trafficking. They caught him in the sting. Would you say ICE agents need love too? People, I don't know. But he could have, like I said, I don't understand why you would be in a high-profile position taking them chances like that. I didn't see How to Catch a Predator, and I didn't caught people through those. Like, once I seen How to Catch a Predator, we started doing, dummy, social media things and messing with people like that. Somebody even tried to send me something. I talked about it on the show. Somebody tried to send me a young girl was looking for somebody to help her with her homework or something. Text message me. And I said, where your parents at? Put your parents, don't text me. Tell your mama to call me. And I never heard from her again. I understand what I'm saying. But I'm cool with all of that. They should have people out here trying to get, before they actually get a real victim. Do the pastors, all the churches, everybody in the church do everybody like that. I believe they all need to go in the trash. You know what I mean? That's why I didn't mind it. I knew what it was, because I do it. If I see somebody that's, every time a kid come around, they start sweating, I'm going to stick the How to Catch a Predator people on you. What you looking at that little kid like that for? You need to go to jail. You think I'm joking? I'm as serious as a heart attack. It's just like that out here now. And all that stuff with Epstein. Look, when we come back, I want to talk about this Epstein thing again because it's more information that then came out. We're going to talk about it when we get back. Truth Nation, stay locked in.
Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Join me every Friday at 11 a.m. for the Milwaukee Experience with Sherwin Hughes, presented by Visit Milwaukee. We're a city that knows how to celebrate, where the calendar is packed with festivals, the plates are piled high with flavor, and a lakefront sunrise sets the stage. Here in Milwaukee, every street leads to something worth savoring, a place that welcomes you with open arms and where joy is shared in bites, beats, and cheers. The Milwaukee Experience every Friday at 11 a.m. exclusively on The Truth with Sherwin Hughes, presented by Visit Milwaukee.
Skilled trade workers are the backbone of every community and also the Army National Guard. Soldiers trained to keep the power flowing, engines running, and in every other trade needed to accomplish the mission. These soldiers are on the fast track to learning skills that can set them up for success at home with companies looking to hire the best. Their resumes are being built through their paid training and part-time service. Find out how you too can learn a trade profession by visiting nationalguard.com. Sponsored by the Wisconsin Army National Guard. Aired by the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association and this station.
You served behind the desk.
You served in combat.
You did 4 years and got out.
You were drafted.
You gave 20 years.
You gave exactly what your country needed.
And so did you.
When you raised your hand and swore an oath to your country, when you put your name on a dotted line, you became part of only 1% of Americans who did the same. You are a veteran.
You are a veteran.
You are a veteran. Because no matter when, where, or how you served, you made a sacrifice for your country, and you deserve support.
If you're struggling with life after service, don't wait. Reach out.
Reach out to a loved one, to a fellow veteran, to VA.
Find resources at va.gov/reach.
Brought to you by the United States Department of Veterans Affairs and the Ad Council.
Truth Nation, it's time once again to celebrate excellence, passion, and the power of community at the second annual Truth Community Awards, happening Friday, February 20th at Venue 3 inside the 3rd Street Market Hall in downtown Milwaukee. This award show will honor the unsung heroes who show up, give back, and make a positive impact in our community every single day. We're rolling out the red carpet and showing love to those who truly deserve it. Buy your tickets now by visiting 1017thetruthAwards.com. Tickets are just $20, which includes free food and exclusive Truth giveaways. Join the 1017 The Truth team for an unforgettable night of entertainment, inspiration, and community pride at the 2nd Annual Truth Community Awards on Friday, February 20th at Venue 3 in Milwaukee. The Truth Community Awards are presented by Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Gruber Law Offices, Steinhoffels, Milwaukee College Prep, Cousin Subs, Venue 3 at the 3rd Street Market Hall, and the Milwaukee Bucks Foundation.
This Associated Bank Sports Center update on 1017 The Truth is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Andrew Zimmel. In just his second game with the Milwaukee Bucks, Cam Thomas came up big, scoring 34 points off the bench for the Milwaukee Bucks in a 116-108 win against the Orlando Magic on Wednesday. Cam Thomas after his big shooting performance.
Obviously, everybody knows I can score, but at the end of the day, that's the name of the game, getting buckets, scoring, but I am more than just a scorer. I feel like playmaking, drawing the defense on me, making the right plays.
The Bucks travel to Oklahoma City to take on the defending champs tonight, 6:30 tip-off on Amazon Prime. And in the Winter Olympics, Wisconsin native Jordan Stolz comes up big, winning his first gold medal. The 21-year-old made his mark in the 1,000-meter race, setting an Olympic record in the process. It's the largest margin of victory in the Olympics since 1984. This True Sports Update was brought to you by Associated Bank, proudly supporting your hometown teams, member FDIC.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
You had a dream, it woke you up in the night. Tears in your eyes, feeling like I'm out of sight. You had a dream, it shook you to the core. Wondering if I'll ever be yours and yours alone. I know you've been hurt before.
1017 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. I want to get back to this Epstein file because I heard somebody say something on social media that made a lot of sense. They said that, okay, these Epstein files are out here now. And they got all these names on the Epstein files. And this is something that I said, too. I said this, too. But they said that it's bad because now it shows that the elite can get away. If nobody goes to jail, it's showing that the elite can do whatever they want with these young people and make victims and not have to pay a price. And if the people continue to go along with the status quo and they're not upset, that's not a good sign. And I've been saying this for a while now. Like, if nobody is going to jail, what are we really talking about here? I understand what I'm saying because somebody even hit me up or on the talk to text, or I think it was either the talk to text line or in the chat. Somebody said that if you got money, it ain't too much that they can do. I said, wow. Like, so we in trouble. Because the people that don't have that kind of money, a lot of these victims were our nieces, nephews, daughters. So if you're going back and forth arguing which rich person didn't or didn't do, the fact that they out here on the list, birds of a feather flock together, should be disturbing to you. Understand what I'm saying? And the people pay the price every time. And that's why I made a post. I say, look, if ain't nobody going to jail, what's really going on? Because the ultimate outcome is not good in the favor of the people. Now they can just go around and take and do whatever they want, and if they got money, ain't no repercussion. Is that what's going on with this Epstein dump? Because I know y'all want to get after Donald J. Trump. I know a lot of it was more geared toward Donald Trump. And I said, hey, look, if somebody called me right now and said Donald Trump did something to him, I'm going to be going live from Washington, D.C. He got to pay the price. He can't be doing all of that. But come to find out, ABC News was forced to admit Trump blew the whistle. I guess he blew the whistle on Jeffrey Epstein. And this story was making its rounds on social media. ABC News, they say ABC News put this out. And you know ABC News is they don't like Trump like that. CNN, ABC News. But if you watching this rebroadcast live, we got the ABC News article on Trump blowing the whistle. They say he blew the whistle. FBI said Trump, the one that sounded the horn on Jeffrey Epstein. He cooperated with the feds. If you listen as we broadcast live, we got video. Tap in.
This morning, a new document coming to light claims in the mid-2000s, President Trump called police about Jeffrey Epstein. Among the 3 million Epstein files released by the Department of Justice last month is a 4-page FBI report on an interview the Bureau conducted in 2019 with the man believed to be former Palm Beach Police Chief Michael Ryder. Ryder and his detectives began investigating Epstein for human trafficking in 2004. According to the document, Trump called Ryder around that time and said, "Thank goodness you're stopping him. Everyone has known he's been doing this." Ryder also says Trump said he threw Epstein out of his club, and he was around Epstein once when teenagers were present, and Trump got the hell out of there. The former police chief says Trump told him to focus on Epstein's associate, Ghislaine Maxwell, saying she is evil.
Did you have any suspicions that he was molesting young women,
no,
underage women?
I had no idea.
Trump has long denied having any knowledge of Epstein's crimes, but Ryder says Trump was one of the very first people to call when people found out that they were investigating Epstein.
Okay, well, that's ABC News, so you know they not favorable. Or CNN. CNN released something similar too. You know, I don't know, but I don't care who on the list. I don't care if it's Trump. I don't care if it's Jay-Z. I don't care if it's evidence or if it's something going on with these young kids. I believe that somebody should be pressing these people. That's how I feel about it. Because I wouldn't care. Matter of fact, when young people call me, mothers call me about their young daughters, I don't care. I don't care who it is. I done did over 300 girls involved in human trafficking right here in the state of Wisconsin. And I don't care who it is. So that's all I'm saying. We shouldn't either, because these are our children. This is where you can't let the political go over your common sense. Now, they're saying that Bill and Hillary Clinton's supposed to be having a congressional hearing coming up. And they had Ghislaine Maxwell for a conversation that she played the fifth on. So they trying to get to the information. My thoughts is, where are the victims at this point? There's a lot of names blacked out on these files. I'm wondering why haven't if there's hundreds of victims in this situation, you would think that they would rise up at this moment. And I'm not seeing that, or are they being suppressed? What do you think, Andrew? Why you think that the victims have not came out and spoke out loud? We got social media. They could have came out going live on social media. They could have had an attorney come out.
Well, they were at Pam Bondi's trial yesterday. Well, not trial, but with her congressional meeting yesterday when they stood up and stuff. So I think that they are out there. I just don't think the media is doing a good enough job highlighting them.
So the media can ride around all day in the community and get all these stories, but and Epstein is a huge story, and you telling me that they passing up these victims, that's hot news right now.
Yeah, like I said, I think that they're out there. I think that the media could totally be talking to them more than they are currently.
I'll say this, and this is why I say you can't tell me it ain't somebody from these Epstein files, the victims that's blacked out there, because they've got a lot of people blacked out. You can't tell me they're not watching all this on the news and they don't want to talk.
So let me ask you, if they unblacked out the names, an unredacted version of things, these names are now readily available, what would your take be?
My take would be, I'm going to go see them. If it's any in Wisconsin or within my reach, I'm going to go put the story out. I don't need the news to do that. I'm going to go do it. They can talk to me. All I'm saying is it's just real quiet on the victim side right now. Matter of fact, wasn't it somebody that... Don't we got a story where somebody from Wisconsin that's dealing with the Epstein files?
We did that story, yeah.
Okay, so somebody, I guess he was a recruiter.
Yes.
But he didn't go to jail or anything like that. He probably didn't even know what he was getting into. He was he was trying to get a check. At least the story that I seen. He was just trying to get a check.
Remember, Epstein was looking for an Asian assistant, and the guy was a recruiter for these type of women to kind of connect them, and all the women that he was connecting with Epstein, he wasn't happy with.
But it was a Milwaukee Symphony board member tied to scandals.
That is the Symphony board member.
Really?
Yes.
No, let's play that story because I don't think we got to that one. Let's do that one. Well, let's run it again because I want to play that one again. A Milwaukee Symphony board member tied to scandals in connection with Epstein's sexual assault. Now, I think we played this story, but what I'm trying to say about this story is that if this is the same story with the recruiter, he didn't have no clue. They was trying to give him hints that they wanted to. He kept sending them 3s and 4s, like just women that would do the job, do the work. He didn't want them to do the secretary. He thought he was trying to get a regular assistant. No, he needed another type of assistance. But let's run that story back just one time, Andrew.
35 people sit on the Milwaukee Symphony Orchestra's board. It includes Milwaukee business and educational dignitaries. Recruiter Peter Mahler is listed as a member. Emails from 2013 show Mahler was trying to find a personal assistant for Jeffrey Epstein, who at the time was already a convicted sex offender. To be clear, there's no evidence in any of the emails that Epstein's staffing requests were sexual in nature or that Mahler had any such intent. A second Milwaukee Symphony board member is listed as on leave. Fox 6 has learned he's facing his own allegations. In March 2025, prosecutors in Green Lake County charged Eric Hobbs with sexual assault of teen girls. They allege it happened in 2019, 2021, and 2023. at Fellowship of American Baptist Musicians' annual conference for church musicians. The allegations include touching one teen's thigh and underneath her underwear, and on another instance, touching her butt. Prosecutors charge Hobbs with touching two other teen girls on the butt, one in 2019 and the other in 2023. The complaint says Hobbs denied each of the allegations. Two separate MSO board members, two unrelated scandals.
Wow. Well, look, when we come back, we'll have more conversation. Truth Nation, stay locked in.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Truth Nation, mark your calendars for Friday, February 20th for the second annual Truth Community Awards, hosted by Homer Blow and yours truly, Bailey Coleman. Celebrating individuals making a real difference in our community. Tickets are on sale now. Visit 1017thetruthAwards.com to learn more. The Truth Community Awards are sponsored by Milwaukee College Prep, the Milwaukee Bucks Foundation, Gruber Law Offices, Steinhoffels, Cousin Subs, and 3rd Street Market Hall.
Life's better with Drive My Way from American Family Insurance, because we know it's more than just a car. It's your escape pod, your adventure mobile, your memory maker. And we help protect the dreams that drive you. Personalize what you pay for auto insurance and you could save between 10 and 35%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on the way you purchase insurance and by state. Unsafe driving behaviors may increase your rate. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
I'm very familiar with Gruber Law Offices because they're always out in the community.
Gruber Law Offices are known to be honest, hardworking.
They're always involved in our neighborhoods.
Gruber Law Offices make our community a better place.
They are the best. For nearly 40 years, Gruber Law Offices has helped people throughout Wisconsin. If you're injured, we're here to help. One call, that's all.
Wisconsin would not be the same without Gruber Law Offices.
We need to optimize the PID controller for smoother robotic movements.
Our data analysis shows a significant correlation between the variables in both control groups.
The test shows you've experienced an acute myocardial infarction.
As you'll see on the syllabus, this course will largely focus on the Mesozoic era.
Get your child the access every child deserves. Enroll your K through 8th grade child by February 28 at Milwaukee College Prep, mkeprep.com/enroll.
Dad's gonna be far side, good.
What should I do with my dress?
Do little wiggles.
The slate's coming in.
What does it feel like when you're down or having a bad day?
It feels sad, like you just don't want to do anything.
All my little emotions in my head is just running crazy. I don't know what to do.
As a teacher or coach, do you ever feel overwhelmed supporting kids' mental health?
I had never experienced players being so down that they can't even participate.
You're just in tears in the huddle. I didn't know what to do.
Teachers need tons of help.
Kids Mental Health Foundation offers educational materials to help guide conversations with our students.
It's so important that we are constantly educating ourselves.
It's the same as the CPR class to me. We're trying to save a life here.
The Kids Mental Health Foundation has free tools and information developed by experts because kids' mental health starts with all of us. Scan the QR code or check out kidsmentalhealthfoundation.org to get started.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app and 1017thetruth.com.
From within, I'm prepared and ready. Got my boots strapped, locked and loaded, ready for war. About to take back the corners and grocery stores. Time to say the day I got the cap with a hole in it. Straight out the project, so you know I'm a menace. Out there hit the block hard, non-stop till we finish. I'm the cure for the crisis, black, about that and righteous. Let's go! For the children! Here I come to save the day.
1017 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. A South Milwaukee woman says her home was vandalized because she supports Donald Trump. Now, I just seen a lot of people get high blood pressure off these elections or who you voted for, and you know, they bought it out right now. On both sides, there's a lot of bots running around. You know, it may not be even safe to say who you can vote for no more because the climate of the community where people will get enraged just off of who you voted for now. Like, hey, I remember I'll be around some friends that won't even tell me who they voted for. Like, they don't want to talk about it. They vote in silence. Maybe this is why. A South Milwaukee woman says they came at her. They didn't tore up the house because she supports Trump. If you watch this, we broadcast live. We got video. Let's listen.
Camera, a woman spray painting political messages and then dumping trash at a home in South Milwaukee. The homeowner thinks she was targeted because she supports law enforcement and President Trump. Mike Biermeister shows us the damage and what police say they're doing about it.
Surveillance video shows a woman spray painting the front yard, a fence, and a garage door in South Milwaukee. The message, expletives against President Donald Trump and ICE. The woman then spews trash all over. This happened last Friday just after 1 a.m. to Catherine Butterfuss's home while she was asleep. She tells me she had a Trump flag up for most of last year but took it down in November.
You could still see some of the remnants from this vandalism, garbage scattered all in front of this garage door, as well as that red spray paint. And Catherine tells me it took her about 4 hours to try and get all of it off. She's just upset that somebody would do this.
You kind of feel like somebody's invaded your personal space. You know, it's makes you a little vulnerable.
The South Milwaukee Police Department is currently investigating and still searching for the person responsible.
Wow. Okay, so this is like a couple times in the last couple years that I heard people being targeted due to their voting preferences. Now, I believe you a bot. It took a straight bot to do something like this. A straight idiot to go and vandalize people's homes because of what they believe in. Ain't this America? Don't you got the right to believe and the right to vote and the right to do what you please? No, you can see that some people are so botted out that they would cause harm and damage property due to your voting, your political choices. And this is where I say that we've gone too far in America, where now people are so botted out. Democrat, donkey, elephant, you know, they're willing to cause harm to others due to what they want to do politically or their decisions that they want to, whoever they want to vote for. Now, I did see a story a while back about a black man on the east side that was shot because he used to stand outside and hold a Trump sign, and he was shot and killed. And a lot of people thought that took place because he was supporting Donald J. Trump. And a lot of that went out there that, you know, these liberals, boy, I don't know. I don't know if that was the case or not. This allegedly. But also, it was a black woman that calls into the show that had a business, and her business was attacked because she spoke out and she voted Republican. So they worked to try to shut her business. There's some nasty people out here. Raggedy old nasty folks. I wish somebody would. Like, come on now. Like, you a bot. I mean, you think that your decision is more stronger than mine? That's why I don't like when people say, oh, this is my opinion. Well, I probably think the same about you, so who cares? We living in a time where people want to control. That's what they want. However they can get it. And if they can't control, then they want to destroy. And I think that we got to get back into the communities. This is why we got to get back to planting community gardens. This is why we got to get back to dealing with the neighbors in the community, going down the street, understanding what the situations are and resolving it, because we're getting so far away from human interests. That is ridiculous. Why would you go dump trash in somebody's yard because of the way they feel or way they voted? That's like, I mean, I know a lot of y'all was for people freedom of choice to change their sex. You know, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. Hey, you know, when they were saying people need to, have these surgeries and things like that, and boys need to play in girls' sports and all of that, like natural born boys was playing in girls' sports. Y'all was fighting all for that, but y'all the same people that go dump trash in folks' yards for who they voted for. That's how I know you a bot. That's why I practice on dismantling a bot. Y'all bots make me, sometimes I look at y'all bots and I shake my head. I feel sorry for y'all families. I do. What'd you say, Andrew? Oh, okay. Well, all I'm saying is if you got views and beliefs that you want to be respected, practice respecting somebody else's views and beliefs. Because then what they say, it's a contradiction then. You want your rights and your beliefs to be protected, but now you want to affect somebody else's rights and beliefs. And you say you're American and you say that you love this country, well, those are some of the amendment rights that we have. And I don't care what you believe, donkey gang or elephant gang. You don't got to bang. This ain't no Crips and Bloods. Some of y'all acting like it's Crips and Bloods out here. Hey, I'm going to just throw that out there. Ain't no way y'all should be acting like this as adults. Citizens, productive citizens out here banging over politics. Some of y'all done turned into political bangers, gang bangers. I be seeing bots in the chat. We get bots coming in every day, banging. It's okay. I got something for them bots. Y'all bots can be what they say when they malfunction. They get to start malfunctioning around me. But we gonna keep it moving. I ain't gonna get into it because I'm here for it. I wanted to get to this story before it get too far away from me. Jose Perez, Common Council president right here in the city of Milwaukee, Jose Perez, had a situation where he said that he was sexually assaulted in the Common Council. Have y'all heard about this? I heard about this a week ago, but I just it came to my attention. We didn't have time to get to it. But if you're listening as we broadcast live, I want to get to this story. I guess Jose Perez said somebody tried to touch on him downtown. I knew it was funny. Something funny was going on downtown, but I didn't know it was like this. If you're watching as we broadcast live, let's listen.
I feel super uncomfortable about what happened, and think we gotta talk about this before I come back to a board meeting or do something, because I'm uncomfortable about what happened.
Tell me what you're uncomfortable with. What happened? Did I attend it?
It's what you did to me, Marty.
What did I do?
You're listening to Milwaukee Common Council President Jose Perez on the phone with Wisconsin Center District CEO Marty Brooks. We have this recording, part of a police investigation.
Bear with me, because
we're adults. You know what you did.
Yeah. Sir, I do not. I am at a complete loss what you're calling about. I was speaking with you, and I don't recall saying anything that was in.
This back and forth went on for a few minutes.
The fact that you're acting that way and you want me to tell you that you pinched my butt?
Oh, come on. I did not do that.
Oh, wow.
That is bull. No, sir, I did not do that. No, sir. And I take offense that you're telling me this now. I did nothing to touch you, sir.
Perez had just filed a police report against Brooks, and detectives listened in and recorded the call. Perez said the alleged assault happened October 22nd, after a fundraiser for Milwaukee County Exec David Crowley, who's running for governor. Perez told police he was shocked and angry and felt violated. MPD interviewed a witness who said she saw Brooks quickly move his hand towards Perez's rear end, but didn't see Brooks make contact. The witness told police neither appeared angry before or after that. She said hours later that same night, Perez came back and asked her if she saw it. Milwaukee police say they questioned Brooks, who denied he inappropriately touched Perez. And Brooks today again says, quote, "I deny the allegation that has been made and have cooperated fully with the review by the district attorney's office, which did not result in charges." That's true. The police report says the problem.
All right, look, you got to keep your head on the swivel when you go downtown. Hey, that's the Common Council president said somebody squeezed on his booty. We gonna open up the lines when we get back. I don't know. Hey, I told y'all. Hey, look both ways. Look both ways before you cross the street. Keep your head on the swivel. Truth Nation, stay locked in. This Black History Month, 1017 The Truth, opening up the mic to Milwaukee's youth, young boys and girls sharing what Black history means to them in their own words. I'll be reading and sharing your submissions with the 1017 The Truth audience all month long. Our voices, our stories. If you know a young person with something to say, share their message on social media, tag at Tory Lowe _King or 1017 The Truth. Let's amplify their stories together.
Half of American parents cannot afford diapers. Hi, this is WTMJ's Kristen Bry. This spring, WTMJ and the Milwaukee Diaper Mission are teaming up to change that. Join me for WTMJ Cares Bowling for Babies, where we will raise funds for Milwaukee Diaper Mission. Register to bowl with us on March 7th at Village Bowl in Menominee Falls. Registration is now open. Go to WTMJCares.com to sign up. Act quickly, teams will fill up fast. It's WTMJ Cares Bowling for Babies to help the Milwaukee Diaper Mission.
When I was diagnosed with Hodgkin lymphoma, I had so many questions. I didn't even know that it was cancer. Now I do. It is cancer. Blood cancer. It's actually one of more than 100 different types, and they're all treated differently. Now, unlike some other forms of cancer, usually there's no tumor. You can't screen for it to prevent it, and the symptoms can look like other things, so it could be hard to diagnose. I had a fever for weeks. I was so tired all the time. I didn't feel like eating or doing anything else for that matter. And I know that this can feel scary. But if you know what to look out for, you'll know what to tell your doctor. And you'll feel more empowered to take the next steps. Like getting in touch with the people who know the ins and outs and can help with everything blood cancer related. Blood Cancer United. They work one-on-one with each person who reaches out to answer questions and offer resources. Blood Cancer United was there for me, and they can be there for you.
Go to bloodcancerunited.org to learn more.
I take care of the kids, and I take care of my dad. I take care of things at work. The groceries, the cleanups, the meltdowns, the doctor's visits, the family events, mealtimes, bedtimes. I take care of all the things everyone else needs. But I haven't made time to take care of what I need.
Family caregivers are often overloaded. It can feel overwhelming and exhausting. It's no surprise that millions of caregivers experience symptoms of anxiety and depression every year. But help is available, because there may only be one you, but you don't have to do it alone. Head to mentalhealthcareworks.org. That's mentalhealthcareworks.org to learn how to get the support you deserve, because mental health care works when you make the call. If you're experiencing a mental health crisis or thoughts of suicide, dial 988, a message from the American Psychiatric Association Foundation.
You are listening to the home of Milwaukee's realest conversations. 1017 FM, 1510 AM WGKB Waukesha and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Justice, Wisconsin, the truth. The most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM. The movement continues. Yeah. Milwaukee, stand up. Stand up. It's Tory Lowe, the truth. From 1 to 4. We about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice. We want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready.
1017 The Truth. Tory Lowe. Tory Lowe Show live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue. The movement continues. The marathon continues right here on 1017 The Truth. At Educators Credit Union, your money is powered by purpose. Educators Credit Union community advocates driven to uplift the Milwaukee community with donations to local organizations such as Milwaukee Tool, the library, and sponsorships of events, large and small, that take place in our own backyard. Make the switch to ECU.com, insured by NCUA, membership eligibility required. And also we got Our one call, that's all 5K giveaway going on this hour. So I'm going to need y'all to open up your ears. Keep your ears open. Because you might be caller number 10 and be entered in to win our $5,000 giveaway. Hey. But before we went to break, we had the Common Council president, Jose Perez. I guess he's claiming that he was inappropriately touched by somebody downtown. Now, I'm going to say is this. I mean, we hear about the Epstein files and stuff like that. And, people, get accused of doing inappropriate things all the time. But he was trying to record old buddy, and let's run that back one more time because I didn't get to this story like I wanted to get to it because this is ongoing. I mean, how y'all gonna work together now after you didn't put him all on the news? If you listening as we broadcast live, if you just joining the show, we got some audio on Common Council President Jose Perez saying that he don't feel comfortable going to no meetings until they figure this out. If you're watching this, we broadcast live. Let's run that back.
I feel super uncomfortable about what happened and think we gotta talk about this before I come back to a board meeting or do something because I'm uncomfortable about what happened.
Tell me what you're uncomfortable with. What happened? Did I attend it?
It's what you did to me, Marty.
What did I do?
You're listening to Milwaukee Common Council President Jose Perez on the phone with Wisconsin Center District CEO Marty Brooks. We have this recording, part of a police investigation.
Bear with me, because
we're adults. You know what you did.
Yeah. Sir, I do not. I am at a complete loss what you're calling about. I was speaking with you, and I don't recall saying anything that was in...
This back and forth went on for a few minutes.
The fact that you're acting that way and you want me to tell you that you pinched my butt?
Oh, come on. I did not do that.
You did too.
That is bull. No, sir. I did not do that. No, sir.
All right.
And I take offense that you're telling me this now. I did nothing to touch you, sir.
Perez had just filed a...
All right. So all I'm saying is every time you look up at something funny going on downtown, and that's why they say CYA. CYA. I say keep your head on the swivel for the radio. But if y'all know what CYA mean, hey, you got to CYA even when you're the Common Council president. Now, I don't know the situation or the circumstances, but I know that he is so upset that he said that, he may not, be able to function in some of these meetings. And I'll say this, I think that many times when people get excited, maybe something happened where he was, because why would you, like, how you hug people, God bless you and all of that. Or even if they did something that was exciting, you tap them on the shoulder, good job. Or you pat them on the back. People touch people all the time in spaces, maybe, to let them know they're doing a good job. But only in football where they might pat you on the, in basketball and sports, you see it all the time where they go below the waist. But that don't work in the professional setting. Now, I don't know if that's the case, but he said, what did he say what he did to his butt? Did he squeeze it or he pinched it? See, now, if he gripped it, I say, because a pinch is like a squeeze. Now, if he hey, sometimes, if you playing basketball and you make a good shot, sometimes people will pat you like, good job. They'll pat you on the butt. That's, and this is any pickup game. If you ever played basketball, that means good job. You don't take offense to it. But if you in the work setting, and then you at the water cooler, if you at the water, somewhere by the water bubbler, you by the fountain and you trying to get you a drink of water, somebody coming to and squeeze the cheeks, that's sexual harassment.
Yeah, you're gonna call. You're gonna call from HR immediately.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw the flag on the play. And I think that if he going that far to get him on the phone. And one thing about Jose Perez, if he a common council member, he don't know how to get a confession. He will make a bad COINTELPRO agent. Like, he would make he's not a good spy. Because you could tell him he was trying to set him up from a mile away. Are you going to admit what you did? No, he should have just came in and said, hey, you need to apologize. You know, and he's going to say, for what? You need to apologize because I think you touched my butt, you know. And he would have been like, well, you know, I didn't know, you know, I'm sorry or whatever. He just came straight in like, he could tell by the way he was setting up the conversation that it was that he had the wiretap. If you watching them drug dealer movies where the person be wearing a wire, he definitely didn't have the right approach to that conversation. I'm surprised he let the news even get that. You can already tell he don't know how to operate behind the scenes. Somebody said homophobia. I don't know if it's homophobia or not. All I know is he's saying that he got touched on the buttocks. I just don't think that's appropriate. I don't think that it's appropriate to go below the waist at all. Like, you know, when you know, sometimes you do the bro hug, you do the one-handed bro hug. It's ways to have contact that ain't nobody gonna be upset with. So if he's being specific that he squeezed some meat, it sounds like he said he squeezed some cheeks. He got his cheeks squeezed down at City Hall. We're going to keep y'all updated on this. I don't know. I may have to get Jose Perez. I need to get him up here. He ain't been on the show since I started. Josh says, running back again, the news is the true definition of nasty work. Thomas says, are you believing him? If so, why? I wasn't there. I don't have to believe him. It's that the police believe him. You know, you asking me to run. Thomas, I'm not the one to have to believe him or not. The FBI or the police or whoever he gave the phone conversation to, that's the one that got to believe him. I'm not hitting nobody below the belt. Nowhere. Even now that I'm out of football, it might not feel right now if I go out there and play flag football. LaRon Taylor says, I'm going to be at the Truth Awards and I ain't grabbing nobody. Right. All I'm saying is, ain't no man going to come out and say you squeezed him below the belt unless it happened. I'm just saying, that ain't nothing you're going to, most men is not going to say nothing like that. You know what I mean? We're not going to make a big deal about it at all. Like, we don't come up and say somebody squeezed us on the butt. You know what I mean? If he's trying to get the police involved, something happened. You know, his ego, you know, tried to take his man. I don't know.
I can't believe Perez didn't do something in the moment.
Yeah, he could have did something at the moment.
Yeah.
Maybe he was shocked. I don't know, allegedly.
Nobody's so shocked that you don't say or do anything.
I mean, I wonder, did he jump? Like, get that little pop-up? Like, oh, what's going on? Like that little, ooh.
Not an ooh.
Like, you know, he squeezed it. He said he squeezed it. Did he say he squeezed it or he touched it?
Pinched it.
Okay, if you pinch him, what you doing? Like, you going to get that little, well, wait a minute. Hold on.
You know, in some places, that gets you a soul punch.
Somebody said, I expect this to be on the Netflix documentary.
Making a pincher.
Well, we going to keep everybody up to date on this. Did he squeeze his butt or what? Did he squeeze it? Don't squeeze the charm.
I want a congressional meeting about this story.
I don't even go downtown. I try not to go down there unless I have to.
One more reason not to.
Hey, this the common council president. Zayden Shea says, not the little, ooh, Tory, you wildin'. No, y'all done got, uncomfortable for a second. Y'all had to do that little jump. Whoo! What's that? What you doing? If I knew it was going to be like that, I would have never came. I didn't come here for the funny. But when we come back, we'll have more conversation, Truth Nation. Hey, the lines is open, 833-212-1017. Stay locked in.
You are listening to The Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Truth Nation, make sure you tap in all week long as we'll be giving away a pair of tickets every single day to the second annual Truth Community Awards taking place on Friday, February 20th. Last year was fire, and this year we are turning it up even more as we celebrate the unsung heroes who are out here making a real impact in our community. So make sure you are tapped in all week long to the Truth so you don't miss your chance to win free tickets to the biggest and best community awards right here in our city. Steinhoffel's President 5-Day Sale is happening now, and the furniture and mattress savings are so good. Start with at least 10% off store-wide, then you'll get $50 off every $4.99 you spend, plus doorbusters you gotta see in person. And if you're financing, I got something huge for you. 60 months with no interest until 2031 when you spend over $19.99, plus you'll get a $200 MasterCard reward card. It's only 5 days, so don't wait. And it's only at Steinhoffel's.
Teachers are dynamic leaders, shaping a new generation. They bring a variety of perspectives from diverse backgrounds, innovating how they teach to prepare students for our fast-changing world. Achieving this takes skill and expertise. They're tireless explorers, creatively discovering a universe of solutions, telling stories, experimenting, inspiring, mentoring, connecting cultures, and connecting with each other. Leading by example. Experience the unique joy of helping students thrive. Teaching is a journey that shapes lives. Are you ready to begin? Explore teaching at teach.org, a campaign supported by the U.S. Department of Education, Teach.org, and 1 million teachers of color.
When you're high, you feel different. Pretty obvious, right? You think different, talk different, but if you feel different, you drive different. So if you're high, just don't drive. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Happy kids heal faster, and that's why Starlight is dedicated to improving the mental well-being of sick kids across the U.S. Learn how at starlight.org.
Gruber Law Offices, a proud partner of your Milwaukee Bucks.
It was the weekend in the city, the day of the dragon, the last of the garden.
101. 7 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. You know what? I think we should give away. I think we should do the giveaway. I think we should do, once I find it, and maybe it's time to do the Gruber 5K giveaway.
One call, that's all.
Truth Nation, now's your chance to be our one call, that's all. Gruber 5K giveaway entry winner for the day. Let's enter someone to win $5,000 courtesy of Gruber Law Office. Be caller number 10 right now at 833-212-1017, and you'll be entered in to win our $5,000 giveaway right here on the award-winning 1017 The Truth, courtesy of Gruber Law Office. Again, that's 833-212-1017. Be caller number 10 right now, and you'll be entered in to win our 5K giveaway. And remember, if you or a loved one have been injured in an accident, contact Gruber Law Offices today. Visit them at gruber-law.com. For official contest rules, visit 1017thetruth.com. All right. Got that, got to get that, got to be caller number 10 to win. But I want to talk about this drone. Remember, they made this announcement that the drones was here. Remember that they made the announcements that they have a pilot program with the drones that are supposed to be here. I guess they got it at the 7th District. And when we talked about that and we was wondering, okay, how this is going to be implemented. Well, I looked up and I saw that they had a program similar to what they announced in Milwaukee and Seattle. I guess this was out of Seattle. this drone first responder program somewhere else, but they gave a little bit more detail and insight than what we was given. If you watching as we broadcast live, I want to play this video for y'all. Y'all need to watch this because they're giving a little bit more insight on these drone type situations, these pilot programs. Let's listen.
The lost souls trying to get cheese out the underworld, bro. It's over. It's too much surveillance. Police just launched a real-time sky surveillance. With one click, a live drone watches any neighborhood in 150 seconds. Y'all talking about a shot spotter, sky spotter.
Our drone first responder program. We have 6 drones located across the city, and it allows us to respond to any part of the city in less than 2.5 minutes. So like right now, for example, my drone pilot Ryan's standing back there, like for example, what's this one right here? All these red boxes, you see this is a map, that's one of these runs, it's a traffic stop.
Jeez.
And so we can just hit respond here and launch a drone to that traffic stop right here from the building.
Boy, that look like a video game.
It's going to actually, this is launching from the fire station off Outer Drive.
Ready Player One.
Here's the actual drone over on the fire station. Ryan's about to launch it, take control of it, and it allows us
catching
to
your
take
ass
a
in
picture
real
of what's
time.
happening.
Look,
that live picture.
Share this everywhere.
Well, they gave like this video game kind of screening to where if they touch the screen, I don't know if this is what we got in Milwaukee, but it seemed like they're introducing this as a pilot program in different cities. But if they push the button on the screen, at least from what they were saying, that the drone will go over to where they press the button on the map, kind of like a video game almost. I want to get somebody, Andrew, let's call the 7th district and get somebody in here to explain what's going on with this drone pilot program. Because right in this video where we saw that it's like a video game. Maybe some of y'all kids that's playing Grand Theft Auto, they may have a chance at a good job. I'm definitely interested. The lines are open. If y'all want to talk about or comment on what we've been talking about on the show today, 833-212-1017. It's just one of those things where when I see drones and we have a slow 911 times, is the drone for just reckless driving? Because I see it as a better idea to battle reckless driving. I said this, but is this something that can come to your house? And we need to just get a better understanding of what these drones are capable of. Do they got the pew-pew on it? Like, I mean, can it, or is it just a following type mechanism? Also, y'all heard about the Ring doorbell now. A lot of people are trashing their Ring doorbells because now Ring can have a tracking idea with AI. They combine the Ring with the AI, and now Ring can actually track you now. They came out, I played the Super Bowl commercial the other day about how Ring said they can find a missing dog by just locating the dog, get the picture, they'll stick the picture in the Ring, or Ring will scan the picture, and it'll start tracking images and things that look like that dog. Well, imagine if it's a human being. If it can track a dog, it can definitely track you. And then there was something about facial recognition, that they are making a database for facial recognition from the cameras, even without your consent. Hey, here we go. Are you going to get rid of your Ring doorbell? Are you going to get rid of your Ring doorbell now that they have these new features? 833-212-1017. You don't mind it. I mean, maybe you say you don't break the law. Maybe you don't mind the new technology. Maybe somebody might show up at your house that you need to track. Maybe it is to your advantage to have it. But a lot of people think that this is a violation of privacy, and they're throwing away their Ring cameras right now. We got Eddie on the lines. How you doing, Eddie?
I know that ain't who I think it is.
Good day, Tory Lowe. How you doing today?
Hey, how you doing, brother Eddie?
I'm doing okay, Tory. I got to be honest. I don't like all these drones. I don't like all these cameras. The reason for that is, how's a guy going to get away with anything? You know what I mean?
Oh, wow.
Tory, I don't drink. I don't do drugs. I don't cheat on my wife. I don't gamble.
Eddie, you don't have
I'm
a wife.
I'm a speeder, Tory. But you're making my point. You're making my point.
Oh, wow.
But I'm saying
you
like
may
I'm
need to see who coming by the house while you paying.
Tory, you'd be shocked at how many offers I get while I'm up on the ladder.
Here we go.
I have a stick. So I beat them off with a stick, Tory.
Oh, wow.
I wear these sticks out. Like every other month I got to buy a new stick. And this is mahogany. This is a good wood.
Calm down. Calm down. Hey.
Tory, with that being said, my uncle was 10 years older than me. So when I was 18, he was 28. He gave me a book called 1984. And he said, you need to read this book. And I go, yeah, I'll read it. And, of course, I read like 6 pages and put it down, right? And it was about this stuff. It was about the surveillance state and people canceling each other. And in China, they have a social score. So, it's like a credit rating only for your behavior. And if you go below a certain score, they'll cut you off for a day. You can't get groceries or gas, the whole bit. This is really happening. People predicted this 50 years ago, and you rolled your eyes at your Uncle Paul, and you said, oh, yeah, that's a conspiracy. You're just paranoid. It's all coming to fruition. All these cameras, all these Ring cameras, and I'm not robbing banks or stealing cars. I just don't like it. I think it's an invasion of privacy, and we as Americans need to speak up. The majority of people don't like this stuff. I don't like it myself. We're being tracked by our phones. The other day, somebody came up on Facebook on an algorithm, and I realized I bumped into them for the first time in years. At a grocery store. And then all of a sudden I'm getting all their Facebook stuff. Our phones are talking to each other. My buddy will say something to me, and then all of a sudden ads the next day will be all over my phone for that product that we never have ever talked about before. So we really are living in a surveillance state. I don't like it, Tory, and I know a lot of people who don't like it. I don't know anybody who really does like it. So I don't know why this is going on, but I'm telling you, Big Brother is out there.
Are we going to push back against it, though?
Well, I'll tell you, there's going to be a certain percentage of people who do, but people have become lazy and complacent. They just really have, So, people talk, they get angry, but they won't take that anger and facilitate a behavior that would be contrary to what's going on, Tory. And that's where I come in, Tory. I'm out there. I'm a go-getter. I'm doing things for the community, going to all the cleanups. I support 101.7 The Truth. Tory, on that note, I got to go today. I got to go work out and keep this body tight, Tory. I'm more than just here. Okay? Bye.
All right, Eddie. Hey, here we go. If he don't come to the community awards, he got a 30-second time limit till he come to a live event.
I'll be disappointed if he doesn't.
Yeah, we're gonna have to put him on a 30-second restriction. We got Sandra. Let's get Sandra in here. How you doing, Sandra?
I'm fine. How are you?
Blessings, Queen.
Yeah, blessings to you too. Hey, Tory. Now, remember Edward Snowden?
Yes.
Remember he had to leave the country because he was telling the people. Well, he had let it leak out that
we were being spied on.
They were going to surveil. Yeah, spy on us. That's what it is. Spy machine, because they said they will be able to go into your bank accounts. If you don't pay your bills, they'll be able to strip the money out of your bank accounts. All this, and they'll be spying on everything we have. That's what I've been reading lately. And then they got the robots that's taking over people, and then you scanning your own stuff. You don't get paid. Scan your own groceries, no pay. You see all this stuff coming, to light, even when you go to the time machine to get money. That alleviates people from a job. So these people know how you eliminate people, then you're going to have crime because somebody's going to steal to live. But check out Edward Snowden. He gave the whole rundown.
Hey, I think that he left
doing.
the country, and he's in Russia right now. Yeah,
he had to leave. He was telling the secrets. They don't want that to get out. We already know.
Here we go. We got to keep their head on a swivel. Well, they put it out on the Super Bowl commercial that they trying to find missing dogs. But really, you the dog. They going to find. If something happens, put your picture in there. The Ring camera's going to form Voltron on you. And, hey, don't commit no crimes. Some people say, hey, don't worry about it. You ain't got to be worried about it if you ain't committing no crimes. Hey, when we come back, Truth Nation, we'll have more conversations. Stay locked in.
You are listening to The Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
We need to optimize the PID controller for smoother robotic movements.
Our data analysis shows a significant correlation between the variables in both control groups.
The test shows you've experienced an acute myocardial infarction.
As you'll see on the syllabus, this course will largely focus on the Mesozoic era.
Get your child the access every child deserves. Enroll your K through 8th grade child by February 28 at Milwaukee College Prep, mkeprep.com/enroll.
He's the voice for the people and the community's connection to change.
Sometimes justice looks different to me. Do you want them in jail for murdering Corey Stingley? Yes, you do. Do you want them to go to trial for what they did and go through that process? Hey, you know. But at the end of the day, the men that took Corey Stingley's life, something happened to where they have to accept the fact that they did that and that they have to be labeled a murderer for a certain length of time and when it was nothing, I think that was a huge thing that happened when you had to climb mountains to get to this point. 13 years?
The Tory Lowe Show, weekdays from 1 to 4 p.m., live on YouTube and right here on 101.7 The Truth.
Many of our most important memories are made at school. But for children like Victoria, the classroom can be a place of fear and isolation. She wore a bandage over her cleft every day, too shy to speak, too afraid to smile. Everything changed after one life-transforming surgery made possible by Smile Train. Today, Victoria's smile lights up her classroom, a symbol of confidence, connection, and new beginnings. Due to stigma, children with untreated clefts often miss out on school entirely. But thanks to Smile Train, students like Victoria are stepping into the classroom, raising their hands, and finding their voice. Smile Train partners with local experts to support with free cleft surgeries and other comprehensive care, empowering children to thrive in school and in life. Let's help every child walk into the classroom with confidence. Visit smiletrain.org/learn.
This is the Bloomberg Black Business Beat, sponsored by FidelityWealthManagement.com. MoviePass CEO Stacy Spikes wants a piece of the growing prediction market pie with his new platform called Mogul, where you can creatively bet on the success of your favorite movie stars and films. Spikes told Bloomberg he's building the model around sports betting, which he says drives engagement for leagues.
When people are doing that, they go to the games and watch the games 75% more. Okay. So the more that you're engaged in outcome and what you think is going to happen, the more likely you are to go to the movies.
Spikes in a conversation with Bloomberg TV's Romaine Bostick. It's a bold strategy, but Spikes thinks it could be the film industry's next big thing.
When you're doing sports are regional. Well, when something like Wicked opens, it opens worldwide. So you have no impediment to worldwide growth, so it could grow very fast.
I'm Bloomberg's Justin Milliner on the Black Business Beat.
This Associated Bank Sports Center update on 101.7 The Truth is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Andrew Zimmel. In just his second game with the Milwaukee Bucks, Cam Thomas came up big, scoring 34 points off the bench for the Milwaukee Bucks in a 116-108 win against the Orlando Magic on Wednesday. Cam Thomas after his big shooting performance.
Obviously, everybody knows I can score, but at the end of the day, that's the name of the game, getting buckets, scoring, but I am more than just a scorer. I feel like playmaking, drawing the defense on me, making the right plays.
The Bucks travel to Oklahoma City to take on the defending champs tonight, 6:30 tip-off on Amazon Prime. And in the Winter Olympics, Wisconsin native Jordan Stolz comes up big, winning his first gold medal. The 21-year-old made his mark in the 1,000-meter race, setting an Olympic record in the process. It's the largest margin of victory in the Olympics since 1984. This True Sports Update was brought to you by Associated Bank, proudly supporting your hometown teams, member FDIC.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
It's Black History Month, and 101.7 The Truth is opening up the mic to Milwaukee's youth, young boys and girls sharing what Black history means to them in their own words. I'll be reading and sharing the submissions right here with the 101.7 The Truth audience all month long. Our voices, our stories. If you know a young person with something to say, share their message with me on social media. Tag me on social media or go to 101.7 The Truth. Let's amplify their voices together. Brought to you by Educators Credit Union and Tayback Law. Joining me on the lines is advocate author Elizabeth Brown. How you doing, Queen?
Salute, King. It's Thursday. Happy Thursday.
Hey, it's Thursday. There's a conversation going on with the Ring doorbell now. And
yes,
they're saying that now Ring has the ability to track and store facial recognition as well.
Absolutely. All type of scanning and carrying on.
Here we go.
A lot of people is canceling their services. I definitely canceled mine. I'm feeling some type of way about it. Again, you really have to look at all sides of it. Is it going to help? Yeah, but at the cost of what? Because, again, they don't have to ask you no more, where it was you had some type of say. But, it seemed to be more of a dictatorship than, a democracy. That now they don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, they telling you what they going to do, and then you signing over for them to do what they want to do. Pretty much without your knowledge. And it's one thing, to be, because somebody was like, well, Liz, unless you got something to hide, that ain't the point. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to have the ability to say, or you at least having to come to me if it's not like a murder or something. Don't just scan my damn camera.
Well, the thing is,
and I'm telling what, you know what I'm saying?
You ain't got nothing to hide, but you don't want nobody tracking your every move.
But not only that, how many times do these systems, matter of fact, they didn't got tapped before too, where people's information was, exposed or whatever. To the point where even with, the computers and, like iPhones, and again, it's been proven that none of these systems, they just like the Titanic. They can be sunk. They can be tapped into, and then you got people watching you, and you not even knowing you being watched. The thing for me is, you not giving me no option to opt in or opt out. So, again, when they don't give you no option about how you feel, I'm tapping out. Because it ain't that serious for me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm paying top dollar And you can watch me when you want to watch me. You can scan when you want to scan. Again, we already know what's up with the facial recognition. That's a problem.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now we got AI where if you done been scanned anywhere, they can use it everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I mean, it's just, you know, it's the way that they went about it. Like, you can either accept these terms or not. There's no way to opt out and just keep the regular camera. You have no say in a land that's supposed to be free. All of these, the small print, these new terms, you know what I'm saying? Even for these apps, the people have lost total control. The government is running amok. And again, what happened to the power to the people? That's just like us in the city of Milwaukee, thanks to David Crowley and Cavalier Johnson. We don't even get to tell them what to do with our tax money. That's a dictatorship. Okay? Like, that's not a democracy. You telling us what you're going to do with our money, and nothing in this city is getting better for us. Y'all making plenty money. We're paying for you to control us? For you to tell me what I'm doing. So I'm going to pay you for you to tell me what the hell I'm going to do.
And then
you can do whatever you want with my information. Like, come on,
They
man.
also got them red light cameras that they was saying that they was going to put in certain neighborhoods too. So between Ring and the red light cameras, I mean, if you out here doing something crazy, I mean, it sound powerful. But if you just around, what they going to do with the footage with you walking around barefooted around your yard?
It always sounds powerful, but it's always a catch-22. They got to butter you up before you mess around and find out what's really good. We already know that they always give you this powerful speech on what it's going to do, but they ain't telling you the back end of it. That at the same time it's getting scanned, every move you making. Individuals, they're able to scan your camera. Like, you know, it's crazy, Tory, that, you know, again, like I said, it's diabolical to me how this is supposed to be the land of the free. But every time you look up, you know what I'm saying, we are being dictated to on what to do, and they're giving us illusion that it's a democracy, okay? Like, you got some type of say. Like I said, I feel like there should have been some options given for those of us, because, again, this is nothing free. I got to pay you for this. I'm paying a monthly or a yearly subscription.
To be
and
watched.
You don't come without my, well, I guess if you opt in, your consent is given. But, again, a lot of us don't read the small print. We thinking it's for our security. But at the same time, if somebody who owns something wicked know how to tap into that system, they can watch you too. They can learn when you coming in and out of your house. They can see you leaving with your luggage and know when to hit your house. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So, I mean, it's a problem for me. Because, like I said, are we under heavily surveillance? Yes, we are. At the same time, you telling me that I don't have an option to opt out, and so now instead of you coming asking me, can I get access to your camera, you just send access to whoever that requested it, that you feel is liable, and I have no say, but I'm paying you. Come on, man. No.
Hey, also, I see that NPS is back in the news. $46 million budget deficit. They saying it's a hiring freeze, and the class cap proposed at, they're proposing to have less kids in class and a soft hiring freeze. Let's not hire nobody right now until we can get the money situation straight. We got some audio on this, Elizabeth Brown. I want everybody to hear this audio on the $46 million budget gap and how they trying to resolve it. And I want to get your reaction. If you're watching this, we broadcast live. We got video. Let's listen.
of Milwaukee Public Schools falling behind when it comes to reporting budget deadlines. Now, which Superintendent Brenda Casellia, she says that played a significant role in accurate budgeting in areas like transportation. Now, as for restoring the district's fiscal health, here is what is being proposed. Now, an immediate soft hiring freeze on all non-essential new positions, controlling current spending. Now, the budget also, as far as priorities, it includes putting a cap size on classrooms to 28 students for elementary schools and 32 students for middle schools. Now, we did have a chance to catch up with the superintendent after tonight's meeting. She says she became aware of this deficit in mid-January. Could this have been avoided if the budget reporting deadlines were met previously?
I absolutely believe that if you have good auditing and you have good accounting, you absolutely have much better budgets.
So the district has had 3 financial audits in the past 13 months, 2 of which were significantly overdue, and now we have a $46 million budget deficit. You say this new budget is a reflection of your values, so where does total non-transparency about financial mismanagement factor into your values?
Wow. All right. Elizabeth Brown, let me get your reaction to this before we go to break.
I could have swore that we done gave probably over $1 billion. With how much money? My taxes still ain't went down, and now you're telling me that people finna lose their job? To say yes to NPS was so saying that you was gonna hire more teachers and all of these things gonna get done. Where is our money? Now y'all in the red? Come on, man.
Oh, wow. Well, look, when we come back.
They just got to pull for our taxes to go back up, King. Like, come on.
Oh, wow. Look, when we come back, Elizabeth Brown, I want to get your final thoughts as usual. Truth Nation, stay locked in.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Are you ready to level up your mindset, your money, and your future? Join Coach Erica Odom, real estate investor, success coach, and published author for On the Journey with Coach Erica. This month's episode airs Wednesday, February 18th at 6 p.m. and focuses on why real estate is a mindset before it's a move. Coach Erica welcomes Cortez Perry, author and entrepreneur, and realtor Brianna Job as they share the routines, discipline, and mindset that sets successful people apart. Tune in to On the Journey with Coach Erica live on the award-winning 1017 The Truth.
This is your Milwaukee Public Schools City Conference Basketball weekly update on the new 1017 The Truth.
2 big results to recap starting on the boys' side in the gold division. The Milwaukee Bradley Tech Trojans defended home court in a major way, blowing past the Milwaukee North Blue Devils 86-42. Senior Jakari Smith put on a scoring clinic, pouring in 43 points as Bradley Tech controlled the game from start to finish. With that win, the Trojans improved to 7-4 in conference play and keep themselves firmly in the top half of the division down the home stretch of the regular season. And now to the girls as the Milwaukee King Lady Generals locked it up Tuesday night at home versus Golda Meir, pulling out a tough 68-60 victory. Senior Naomi Wilson led the way with 27 points, and that performance officially clinched the Gold Division title for King. The Lady Generals finished the regular season in 18-1 overall and 13-1 in conference.
This has been your Milwaukee Public Schools City Conference Basketball weekly update. MPS proud and MPS strong.
Life's better with American Family Insurance because we know you love working weekends. If it means working on your dream home, both inside and out. And we're here to help protect those dreams so you can enjoy peace of mind. Save up to 40% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on the way you purchase insurance and by state. Some exclusions apply. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Steinhoffel's President 5-Day Sale is happening now, and the furniture and mattress savings are so good. Start with at least 10% off store-wide, then you'll get $50 off every $4.99 you spend, plus doorbusters you gotta see in person. And if you're financing, I got something huge for you. 60 months with no interest until 2031 when you spend over $19.99, plus you'll get a $200 MasterCard reward card. It's only 5 days, so don't wait, and it's only at Steinhoffel's.
Did you forget the first day of school is this week and little Nancy still needs her name embroidered on her backpack? Or the company shirts are due now, not next week? Maybe the boss just declared Steve's retirement party is today and the shirts are mandatory? Whatever the rush. Big Frog Custom T-shirts and more in Mequon has got you covered. With fast turnarounds, no minimums, eco-friendly printing, and high-quality custom apparel, Big Frog brings your custom ideas to life fast. Stop by Big Frog in Mequon or visit bigfrog.com/Mequon. Big Frog Custom T-shirts and more, where your ideas leap to life.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
The award-winning 1017 The Truth proudly celebrates Black excellence in the most monumental moments in our history. All month long, we'll be honoring the voices, the stories, and the achievements that have shaped our past, empowered our present, and continue to inspire our future. Tune in to Dr. Ken's Trivia, spotlighting powerful facts and moments you need to know, and Tory Lowe's Our Voices, Our Stories, amplifying the youth, the perspectives, and the lived experience that define who we are. Tune in all month long as 1017 The Truth lifts up legacy, the brilliance, and the power of Black history, because Black history isn't just history, it's happening every day. 1017 The Truth celebration of Black History Month is proudly sponsored by Educators Credit Union and Tayback Law. Joining me on the lines is Elizabeth Brown on the lines. How you doing, Queen?
Look here, King. Sick to my stomach about MPS. Again, like the failure. It's the failure for me. Consistent failure. It's always something, and it ain't never nothing good. Okay? We're talking about now the money is missing, freezes, so they're taking away more from the kids, right? Mm-hmm. When they said that when we voted for it, that it was going to give more. The kids still can't read at a certain level, okay? Each building still have no air conditioning because when the weather switch up and the new year really get here starting in April and the trees are starting to bud and the sun is getting hotter, certain temperatures, the kids can't even be in the school, okay? We paying this new superintendent top dollar. How about freeze her pay? You know what I'm saying? Like, we talk about all of these freezes. Again, one thing for sure and two for certain, King, it just proves to me time and time again how our money clearly don't have no value because this whole city is a money pit. And the more the taxpayers pay, the less we see, and the more things fall apart. So what the hell are we doing? Nothing has got better. No matter how much money we're sacrificing already. Okay, these individuals that we literally just allowing to do what they want to do, because they're the only ones eating good and living good. And here we are. They moved that superintendent. They paid for her to move and everything. Okay? Knowing that half of the kids that she's over in these schools is living in shelters or in a Barada property. Okay? Those of us who do own properties in the city of Milwaukee barely, no matter if our mortgage is paid, if we don't pay them property taxes, they can come get it, okay? And again, here we are. I just want to know who crunching the numbers And
Well,
how the hell every
the
time we
financial
turn
guy
around they say it's up and now
under
it's down?
investigation from something in Minnesota.
Tory, I'm talking about they saying that they
before they
budget
got
is
here.
roughly $1.5 billion a year.
Okay.
$1.5 billion a year. If that's y'all budget, but our kids can't read. We got we proven on your show where coaches been called in. My daughter, coach for Vincent High School, never got paid. Then it was something with the athletic. What was her name? She was overseeing the whole athletic program. She got caught.
Wow. Well, she wasn't filling out the
doing
paperwork.
something fraudulent.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, at what point? You know, because again, we're paying more and we're seeing nothing. I'm just wondering at what point do the people say enough is enough with the government? Everything we're talking about, the little people, the people that's the backbone of America, that get up, the blue-collar workers, because again, I don't see a middle class. You either broke or you rich. You know what I'm saying? And at the same time, those of us who get up and work 3 jobs to be poor, they always find a way to continue to cipher money from us, and we already have nothing. I mean, at this point, they need to pay the parents to school their own kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, because, I mean, this is treacherous. It's
Here we go.
There is no benefit.
Well, I'll say this.
There is no benefit.
We have done a lot to try to improve the conditions as people. That's why I was against adding that extra money, because they didn't even have the paperwork done. And it was a lot of things, that they needed to explain to where the money was actually going to go. But it seemed like when they start marketing at the heartstrings, are we going to do this for the kids, or the kids are going to benefit this way, and this is where the money is going, and then come to find out after it was all over with, the paperwork wasn't done, and they didn't even get the money from the state, and they wasn't even doing the right things to make sure that they insured the programs that they already had.
Which lets you know that they don't give a damn. They just like, give it here, give it here, give it here. And then, like I said, I'm looking at the same people who stood with Keith Posley and said what all they was going to do when the first fraudulent transaction took place, because that vote should have been voided because the paperwork wasn't right. Whose job where failure pays? America is where crime do pay. If you're not criminal minded, if you're not trying to get over, you don't get a job. You understand what I'm saying? Like the moving. What is the benefit of those of us that are continuously fighting to be righteous? Okay, for the individuals who did what they were supposed to do, filled out, set before the people. Before Adam Purcell was given that job, okay? They did everything right, okay? They had the credentials, they had the background, they was locked in and ready to go, and they got stepped over for somebody that didn't have to do it, and it was just given to them. You understand what I'm saying? And then it was retracted. Story of Milwaukee. You know what I'm saying? Like, failure after failure after failure.
Wow. Well, Queen, as the saga continues.
Hey, I'm here for it.
Look, I appreciate you for being on the front lines as usual. And it looked like keep your head on the swivel.
Hey, that part. Be ready to pivot. Let's get it, King.
All right, Queen. I'll talk to you soon. All right.
All right. One love.
All right, everybody in the chat. Salute to everybody in the chat. Another powerful chat today. If you have not joined the chat, hey, you missing out. Salute, salute, salute. Salute to everybody that called in. Salute to everybody that joined the show. look, if you continue to do the same thing over and over again and it's not producing a result, you already know. It's almost crazy to continue the same way and thinking there will be a different outcome. It's time to be about that action in 2026. Keep your head on a swivel. Green don't always mean go and look both ways before you cross the streets. I love you, Dr. Ken Harris. Up next.